The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk, I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count, second win, second nature. Found mine, never had my hands out, fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, how to have a game so. It's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the money state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus some UNDERDOG acres, a lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'm a fucker, then I leave her. It's the old Mac knees, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac knees.
Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, I fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through, wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dropping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tab, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the
You ready, Jim?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother.
Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know? Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money, money.
Called out here for a pill. Ready tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya.
What's happening? Bogard Scott, free top of the bloody morning.
Yeah. Wake and bake. Let's see who's up in the chat. Let's start smoking. I'm going to go tag all the peeps in the Dynasty group. Let's see who
Don't do it, bro.
See who we can piss off today.
Don't fucking tag them. What's wrong with you?
Oh, man.
Bro, if I
Watch.
get
Crispy's going to be the first one.
Nah, bro. Listen, I'm going to have to be it this time, bro. Stop tagging me in that shit, bro. I'm on the show already, bro. Okay?
Oh,
Why
man.
People get so upset. Look, bro, I'm in this Dynasty group because I like Dynasty, okay? I don't need to be tagged every day, bro.
Man, this shit is so funny. Let's see if anybody gets pissed off today. All right. It's always the goal. Who can we piss off today? And let's see. Eddie getting his question in first. He said, hello, should I trade T. Higgins for Keenan Allen and a 2024 first-round pick in my Dynasty non-Superflex?
You want to win now? Hey, look, to me, without looking at your team, I can tell you're trying to win now because you're willing to.
This is win now, but this is also selling up the future as well.
Hold on. He's selling Higgins?
I'm assuming so.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, so he's winning. He's trying to win now.
But he gets the extra first as well. So, I mean, it's a little bit of both. It's kind of have your cake.
Yeah, that's where I was confusing myself because he's bringing over the first round too. So,
yeah. So someone is trying to. I mean, I don't think this is buy low on Higgins, but a veteran wide receiver plus. I mean, I don't know where the first is. Maybe it's a late first for all we know. Who the hell knows? But this seems like a smash. I mean, Keenan always gets hurt. He always does. But getting a first rounder back also. I mean, this is a shot that I think I'd be willing to take if you're going for a championship.
And how does Ghost Monkey keep ending up with these QBs, man?
We got Winston.
Yeah. And Killer Clowns, you know who he took?
Who?
Trevor Siemian with the first pick, with the priority.
Dummy.
What a fucking idiot.
I guess a practice squad guy is going to be better than someone who literally
Josh
already
Palmer.
came into a game.
He could have got Josh Palmer. He's the guy that has Keenan Allen and Mike Williams.
Yeah.
He didn't do that.
But he only has one QB.
He only has one. Who did he lose?
Aaron Rodgers.
But he has two starters.
I don't think so.
Russell Wilson and somebody.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Let's go check it because I swore.
I mean, maybe you're right, but I'm like, because then he won't talk to me. I got all these QBs. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, I think he's bitter.
Well, I mean, I did remind him that he was throwing shit around in the room. I probably shouldn't have egged him on.
Oh, he's got Tannehill. That's who he has. So, yeah, he technically has two starters.
I don't know why you're not grabbing Jameis Winston there.
Who cares? I hope he loses anyways. What up, Derek?
What's up, Derek? Top of the morning, my good brother.
Eric in the house said, good morning, all. What up?
Eric.
Frank in the house. What up, Frank?
You're giving Eric the company, Dad?
Let's see. Frank said, pick 4. Waddle if he plays. Cooper, Puka, Garrett Wilson, Ridley, Zach Moss, Addison, Atwell, Tank Dell.
Sit 4.
Damn, yeah, this is tough. Feel like I'm not sitting Cooper, Puka.
Nope.
What's else schedule? What else we got here? Jets going up against the Chiefs. That could be a good one. Ridley going up against the Falcons. That's probably not going to be good. Zach Moss going up against the Rams. It's like a middle of the road. Addison against Panthers. I'd say that's middle of the road for a guy like him. Tutu against the Colts. Man, that's like a bang fucking matchup right there.
You don't get off the Puka or the Tutu plays right now. They're so bad they throw it like crazy.
Yeah, and Tank Dell.
And they still can't run the ball. They just throw. He's just like the third option at receiver. Kyron Williams is.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every time they tried to run it, they were pretty unsuccessful. The only time they ran it well was when they ran it through the air. The little short dumps to Tutu and Kyron.
I had a trade offer. It was Troy Anderson and Kyron Williams. This is Titans sending me them, and he wanted Quay Walker and Breece Hall. I said no, and I'm like, how are you so powerful that you're already sending me injured players, and like the ones you're asking for, they're like on the verge of dying. Like I'm like, he's really good. For those that don't know, Titans is a fantasy reaper.
So for this one, Frank, I'm going Waddle, and obviously it's if he plays. Cooper, Puka,
and 2.
Yeah,
I'm doing it. We're taking it to the air.
Let's see.
And I think it's Gardner. And if it's Gardner Minshew to Ginsu, which probably won't be, but I would hope so, because then it's shooting out, baby.
Yeah.
It's shooting out.
Smokey the Cat, what up?
What's happening?
Chaotic said, who effing tagged me?
Don't get mad at me.
What up, Chaotic?
Top of the morning, Kay.
Let's see. And Eddie said that it will be an early first. His team sucks. Yeah,
it makes sense too, because that guy's like, why would he want a Keenan Allen if he sucks, right? Like, I mean, his team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you move on. You gotta move on from guys like that.
And I'm pretty sure for that guy, it's worth it, right? To bring over Higgins. Like, he's like, fuck my first. Higgins is better than anyone who'll get in that first.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's crazy for him to like offer that to want to get that much younger wide receiver, but you know, get it, do it.
I mean, you know me, I've done crazier stuff than that. That's lightweight.
Facebook user said, "Are you a 49ers fan?" Well, I'm assuming you're talking about Bogard. Let's see, he's got a 49ers hat, he's got a 49ers sweater, he's got red shades, ton of shades on. I don't know.
I mean, listen, you cut me right now. I bleed gold. Gold-blooded. No, but for real though, this is actually my girl's clothes. I'm in laundry day. I just bought some shit.
Facebook user said, Trevor Lawrence or Tua? You know, this isn't really particularly close right now. I mean, it's Tua. Come on.
Are we talking about who has better hair?
Are we talking about
it's Tua all the way, man. Starter, better hair.
Everything's better. And what up, Nicholas? And Emil, we didn't shout you out. What up? Shout out to Toronto. And Nicholas said, I'm back to bother y'all about my trade. I didn't see your trade in there, but throw it in.
Throw it in there, Nicholas. Old Saint Nick.
Let's see here. Facebook user, pick up Akers, drop Pickens.
No.
What? Oh, drop Pickens, Lockett, or Roshan, or keep my bench as it is.
Keep it.
I'm probably dropping Roshan for Akers.
I'm not doing it yet. They can't even run, period.
Yeah, but I think that's Madison's fault.
He sucks, huh?
He's horrible.
I hold on to Roshan though. Like this, is it not the matchup that like he could possibly eat on? I mean, is that overreacting to think that we could run on? Like the Broncos just got ran on by the Commandos, and then the most epic shit that we've ever seen ever in a while. 2 running backs just running all over him. I kind of like the idea of Roshan just to at least see, because then you might be able to throw him in a package deal once he gets nice and shiny. You know what I mean? He still led that team in touches as far as the running backs go. You know what I mean? For Roshan.
What if Akers just comes out and throws down like 100 yards on like 10 or 15 carries? Like Madison sucks.
You see what Kevin O'Connell said?
What?
He said, we're going to start benching people for fumbles now.
Ah, Madison, get ready to get your ass benched.
But what's funny is Madison, he has,
I don't know if he even has any fumbles.
He has 2 lost fumbles. I think he has 4 on the year, but 2 lost. And Hawkinson has 2 on the year, but 1 lost, I think. So, I mean, I don't think he's speaking to Hawkinson there.
Madison, no, it says Madison's got 1 fumble lost on the season.
Okay, so who is he talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, why in my mind, he just fumbles all the time, right?
Yeah. It's very polarizing against the Eagles.
I mean, he wears the number 2, bro. He's not supposed to be the 1.
Yeah. And Dion in the house. What up, homie?
What's up, Dion?
And Dion said Jordan Love or Fields. Again, this is not particularly close. Jordan Love.
And again, they are playing the Broncos. Chicago could, do something here, but it also tells me the Broncos are in a great bounce back spot here. You know what I mean?
And Chicago put up 70 on the Broncos like Miami did last week.
Nah. Maybe they could put up like 21.
Can they put up 7 on the Broncos? And they scored 10%.
14. Listen, I'm sticking with it. They can put up 21.
That would be embarrassing for the Broncos.
They could put up 18. 3 missed points after.
Mm-hmm.
They can do it.
They got to score 3 times though. I don't know. I give them 1. I say
3 field goals.
Nah,
16 points.
I don't even give them that. I give them 10 points.
Okay.
I give Broncos 17 though. Broncos ain't really gonna score much either.
1 touchdown for the Bears. Missed point after attempt. Right.
Okay.
3 field goals. They lose 17-15.
That'd be fucking hilarious. That'd be such a shitty game.
Yeah, Roshan gets the 1 touchdown. He gets 5-6 receptions. You flip him. You don't drop him from Cam Akers right now. You don't do that.
And Mike Lopez in the house. He said, "Salute, breakfast blast. Let's go. Let's blast off, baby."
Oh, get high, my friend.
And Deion said, "I'm damn near ready to give up on Fields. If it's a single QB, I think you should just try to trade someone who just like they want the name value somehow for anything.
Crack down the Rodgers guy." Yeah,
there's got to be someone who's hurting at QB who thinks that Fields is better. Peacock said Joe Burrow really screwed me. Can't even trade him right now, man.
I think Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow has us right where he wants us.
I mean, like let's just take the fantasy out because we are mad. It wasn't a good fantasy game, but like in reality, for him to actually play in that game was pretty. Like he couldn't move. He's like literally got to put a machine on his leg to massage his calf. Like, but every time he's not on the field, you could tell when he got hurt. Like, I mean, when he got hit, I mean, you could tell. Like, he couldn't avoid it. There's no scrambling. There's no nothing. It's just literally taking the hit.
I wonder if he holds his breath when he gets hit. He's like,
puff up. He said that.
Do you think he exhales and gets real limp?
You catch Rodgers and on McAfee yesterday?
Nah, I missed it.
They took it back to the Tuesdays, I guess. And but he was saying they were asking him about Joe Burrow, and they're like, "What do you think about him?" And he said that he thinks that the only people who really know how hurt Joe Burrow truly was like the coaching staff and like his inner circle of peeps.
Yeah, and you know who he kicks it with a lot? Jamar Chase. And it was Jamar Chase who was the rata. He was the leak. he came out and told everybody out. He told the reporter, listen, don't tell nobody, but listen, I don't even want him to play the week 5. I'm telling you, it doesn't look good. That's what he said it.
And then he goes out and gets 12 for 141.
They're all walking. They're walking right into the practice facility. You know, everyone's walking, you know, smooth, right? Here's Joe Burrow. He's doing the limp, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? Because he has a calf. For those that don't know, the calf is right here. See this right here? That's a calf. You know what I'm saying? When you go to throw the ball, right? You get that inertia going. You know what I'm saying? You know what inertia is? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't even have to explain inertia, but you know I'm a scientist. I'm not just a doctor. You know,
Nicholas said the announcers
to throw the ball.
Nicholas said the announcers were saying that Burrow was looking good. He said, I don't think they're watching the same game. What was up with that? Because they were, oh, look at Burrow. He's looking real good out there. And he just wasn't moving the entire time.
Listen, they weren't lying. He looked really good, bro. In the white joints.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Really good. You know, he was like, I'll be fucking damned if Jake Browning's out there in this fly ass white shit and I'm not.
Right? And let's see. Will. He said, what up, guys? He said, I really dislike the 49ers. And he said, whose house? Rams' house. You better get that in all while you can, because the Rams don't look good this year.
You should love the Niners because Sean McVay just took the whole Niners shit. Even the Matt Stafford thing. Matt Stafford was waiting in Cabo for Shanahan. Shanahan gets there, and McVay beat him to it, bro. See, this round, like, McVay had the intel. He went over there, swooped on Matt Stafford, bro.
Yep.
And they there's a podcast that has McVay and Shanahan on it with Kyle Brandt. Is that his name? You know, the guy from NFL Network?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he for the last couple of years does a podcast with McVay.
What up, Nick? What up, Marty?
What up, Nick? What up, Marty? But yeah, you know, and Sean McVay tells the story and he's laughing like it's funny and shit. And McVay's like, Shanahan's like, yeah, that's not that funny. You know what I mean?
Beat him to the punch. Can't be sleeping, old man. Can't be sleeping.
Yeah, and Shanahan, he said it was like maybe 6 o'clock in the evening. And he's like, they just stopped picking up my phone call. They were like, oh, you know, they were curving him. Then all of a sudden, they stopped picking up and they text him, oh, we'll pick this back up in the morning.
And then you see the picture of them like all drunk as fuck. Like,
celebrating. McVay and his fiance at the time, now wife, and then Stafford and his wife. And like, yeah.
And come on, man, when you're Sean McVay and you offer a little swap session, you know, it's going to be real easy to,
I got my wife. You know, everyone wants to sleep with my wife. I mean, listen, hey, it's really good. Okay. Tell me more. What else? You know what I mean?
Do you remember seeing American Pie, the American Reunion?
Nah, I never watched that one.
It's all right. You know, it's worth watching to close the chapter, you know, on the peeps.
I didn't even know they had that. So Stiffy and the whole gang gets back together?
Yeah, even Oz is in there because he wasn't there for American Reunion because he was like a big movie star at that time, right? Doing rollerball and shit. So he comes back. Really? Yeah, he comes back, and that's like his shtick now. Now he's like a big Hollywood actor. You know, he's on Dancing with the Stars. And the chick that he used to date, you know,
and she had the fucked up ass teeth.
When 1 and 2. So he ends up seeing her, what's her name? Heather. And she with kind of like a douchey guy or whatever.
The choir chick?
Yeah, she's with a douchey guy. And it's an Oz. He's got like the hottest one out of everyone because he's like a celebrity, he's a superstar, he's dating some model. And then Heather's like husband or boyfriend, I don't even know what he is. And he was like, hey, Oz, got a little proposition for you. He was like, normally, you know, the idea of someone like having sex with Heather is just like the craziest thing in the world to me. But he was like, you've already had sex with her. He was like, what do you say we do a little swap tonight? And then like Oz looks at him all weird and he's like, if you're into that's kind of thing you're into, you know. Had to backtrack like real quick.
The first time I was in Hawaii, we were in Maui, right? and it was my cousin's wedding. I'm like fresh 21, so I go out with all my older cousins and shit, because now I can go to the bar. You know what I mean? We're at this little hut, bro. It's a bar, but it's like a fucking hut for real. Small ass little bar. And then there's this woman, bro. She's hot, bro. And she sits next to me. She starts buying me drinks and shit. And we're chopping up. She got like a crazy ass Ukrainian accent and shit. Yeah. And then like at one point, I see this dude, bro. He's just like kind of shadowing over us, like kind of just standing behind us.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? I'm like, you know what I mean? He's oh yeah. You know, he clearly has the accent too. I'm like, oh. And he's like, you having a good time? I'm like, yeah, I'm having a great time. You know what I mean? This your wife? He's like, oh yeah, it's my wife. They start showing his ring and shit. I'm like, oh, my bad. You know, because I'm thinking like, and I'm like, oh, I'm trying to like put 2 and 2 together. Oh yeah, it's probably like, maybe he's a pimp or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, but like, why would she be buying me drinks, right? And then he sits down on the other side, so now I'm like sandwiched between them. And then they start propositioning me. I'm like, oh, this is really weird. I'm like, yeah, nah, I don't get down like that. You know what I mean? Because at first I'm like, oh, word. Like, you know, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, me, you, my wife. Yeah, right here, sitting right here. Yeah. I'm like, no, bro.
I know you haven't seen all the Fast and the Furiouses, but I swear that was a little storyline in the Fast and the Furious. But it was
and you know I ain't watched none of them motherfuckers since part 2.
Yeah, it was one of the I forget who it was, but she had to go seduce the millionaire, but he didn't like the chick. But he liked I think it was Luda, who I think he would like acted like he was like attracted to or whatever. But then when they go upstairs, it's like his wife is up there and he's getting Luda for the wife, and it's because he has something medically wrong where he can't get an erection or something, like some kind of like medical issue. So he's like, he
needs somebody to do his wife.
Yeah.
And Luda was like, how much? Luda said, they start hitting the drop. lick you from your head to your toe. That's funny.
All right, here goes for Dion. We got pick 3, full PPR. Puka, Wilson, Olave, Higgins, Addison.
I'm gonna get this phone call real quick.
Going Puka, going Olave, and I'm going Higgins. Let's get it. Mike Lopez, Wandale, the best G-Man wide receiver. I think that's a trick question. I don't think there's a best G-Man wide receiver. Facebook user says Tua or Goff this week. I'm really surprised how many Tua questions we are getting. Did everybody not see what Tua has done? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, what's Goff done? Nowhere near what Tua has done. Let's go Tua. Come on. And like, they got the Bills. I know the Bills are a tough matchup, but I don't know. They're not world beaters or anything. Let's see. Nicholas said, would y'all trade Pacheco and Godwin for Judy and Amari? How bad do you need wide receivers? Said my running backs would be Pollard, Kyren, Ford, Madison. I mean, that's not good though. Receivers would be Keenan, Amari, T. Higgins, whichever he doesn't take in the trade. Well, see, I'm so curious about this because, like, you put your other, like, why don't you put your entire team so I can see it? Because, like, I'm still confused on, like, what the actual trade is. Like, are you receiving Pacheco and Godwin? You trading those guys away? You bringing back Judy and Amari? I guess you said Amari, but you didn't put Judy in there. So that's why I'm, like, hella confused. Like, about, like, why'd you put Amari in there but not Judy if that's the side that you're getting back? I mean, your running backs are weaker than your wide receivers. So, like, I don't know why you would make a trade that makes your wide receivers stronger but makes your running backs weaker. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, like, yeah. Okay. Next time, just put it in a different way. That kind of makes no sense the way that you put it in, because I'm just reading it in a big paragraph. You know, it's different if there's spaces and stuff like that. But yeah, like why? Why are you going to trade Pacheco away? Like, Madison sucks. Ford, horrible matchups over the next couple weeks. Kyren, I mean, come on. Do we really think that this is going to last like all season? Like, at least Pacheco, as long as he's healthy, he's going to be the guy, but he just hasn't been doing that great over there. I'm just going to say no. Again, this trade lacks creativity, and it makes your weaker position that you have out of the two even weaker. So, yeah, no, that doesn't make sense to me. And yeah, Roshan on the bench. I mean, Roshan's nothing as well to me. Facebook user Chris Godwin or Tank Dell for this week. Godwin has been very, very mid this season with Baker at QB. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, Tank had one blow up game and like that's it. So if we're chasing those points from last week, I mean, just go ahead and start Tank blindly. But let's see, what's the matchup? Cardinals. Yeah, Houston versus Steelers. I'm starting Godwin in this one. And Nicholas said my receivers are Keenan Allen and Higgins. How are my it said how are they weaker than those running backs? No, I said your running backs are weaker than your wide receivers. So why would you weaken why would you weaken your running backs even more? Gotta listen, bro. Gotta listen. I said your running backs are weaker than your wide receivers. Why would you weaken your wide receivers? And just remember, guys, like for trade questions and things like that, gotta get over to oneononeadvice.com because I mean trade questions are cool, but in a vacuum, they're almost pointless. Like if you're just looking for someone to like agree with you, on the trade, sure, go ahead and do whatever you want, bro. But other than that, like I'm trying to give advice based on the information that I have. So I say for all trade questions, you might as well get over to oneonone.ffadvice.com. So I can really help you make these trades, not just give you some quick little 10-second answer. Let's see. Who else we got here? Cam. What up, Cam? Start Lawrence or Purdy this week?
Cam.
Yeah, like, especially if you're in a single QB, like, why are we starting Lawrence? Like, why? We know who he's playing this week, and maybe he bounces back in, like, a matchup that he shouldn't bounce back again, or bounce back in. But the reason why Trevor Lawrence sucks right now is because he's missing, like, all of his offensive linemen, and they're not changing the plays. But they said Doug Peterson did snatch play calling duties back somewhere during that game.
It was the second half.
Okay.
Yeah,
fucking done with that guy. He's a bum.
And then they looked like a team again. And like, why the fuck did they hire this guy? He's like a newbie, bro.
So how about because he needed a puppet? He needed someone who could like try to like they needed someone they could control. They said he was Doug Peterson's lieutenant, remember? So he like tried to hire within. How about this? The only way I'll consider starting Trevor this week is if they say Doug Peterson's taking over the play calling duties. Other than that, why would we want to start Trevor? Like it's not even Trevor's fault. Play calling's horrible.
And today, I mean, Brandon Ayuk was in a limited all week, right? I'm pretty sure Debo will practice today. And then you have Kittle, and it's like this is still Arizona. Like they still have their same deficiencies. Like they're still giving it up to the tight end. They're still giving up yards on the ground to the running back.
This is a divisional matchup. I bet the Cardinals want to whoop the 49ers ass. Is that going to translate? Probably not, but I bet it's competitive for a quarter or two.
And for Jonathan Gannon, the new head coach for the Cardinals, former defensive coordinator for the Eagles, I mean, he's literally played us. He's game planned for us like 5 games ago. You know what I mean? Like the last time this guy game planned for the Niners was the NFC Championship, but he was with the Eagles. Like, you know what I mean? And if you think about all the teams he's been giving shit to, it's all teams he's game planned against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He went through the NFC East, like 3 of the teams so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yep, and it's all about the matchups. It is all about the matchups. But yeah, I think 49ers are going to handle biz, but these divisional matchups, and the Cardinals been keeping it close. Is this another trap game?
I hope not.
Cowboys fucking suck.
I
Sorry,
mean,
Cowboy fans. How'd you guys lose that shit?
I mean, here's what's crazy is like, does it not make sense? You know what I mean? He's like, I know exactly how to stop Dak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he's been game planning against him for the last 3 years.
Yeah. And Peacock said going to put A-Chain in my lineup and bet him and Mostert don't do shit. I mean, the Bills are a tough matchup, but I think it's just McDaniels. Like, this guy's a genius.
We're gonna get it in the passing game with those guys. And like, yeah, 11 targets, 11 receptions to that backfield last week. There's no Waddle. That does make that definitely translated them to them targeting the running backs. But like now, if you're Buffalo, it's just that much more harder to game plan for this offense. You know what I mean?
How do you game plan for a team that just ran for like damn near 300 yards last week? You game plan against the run. And then what are they going to do? They're going to hit you with the pass in the short pass game.
Right? And then like they have, the best tandem at receiver, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I mean,
they might have the fastest duo at running back as well, right?
Yeah, like we haven't seen a duo this fast since Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, there's a duo that's fast. It's
well, no. I'm talking about A-Chain and Mostert. Both of them are 4-3 motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, Mostert, in his heyday, he was a 4-3 guy. Hell yeah. I mean, he's 31. Yeah. He probably lost a step, but
it's funny. Tyreek says he's still out there running close to a 4-3. He said that they race all the time. He was like, I still beat him, but he's right there.
Like, listen, bro. The old guy got it, man. Like, listen, you're old too, Tyreek.
He does call Raheem Mostert the fastest player in the NFL with pads on.
I mean, Mostert's ran for like 21 miles an hour before. You know what I mean? Next gen stats.
For sure.
That motherfucker gets up there.
He's got the wheels.
I've actually seen him like almost eat it on a surfboard. He just ran right across the water, bro.
Didn't even need the surfboard. He's just so fast. Skimmed himself across the water. Emil said fastest team in NFL history. I mean, it's crazy that it might be. I mean, if we're talking, running backs and wide receivers.
Well, think about this.
Everywhere else.
When the Chiefs had Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins, right? They had two sub 4.4 guys there.
Yeah,
right? One of them was a 4.2 guy, right, with Tyreek Hill.
Right.
And then you had Damian Williams at running back. He was a 4.4 runner at that time. You remember Darwin Thompson?
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was like a backup running back that never did anything really for the Chiefs, but boom, 4.4 runner, right?
Yeah.
Like they were like a track team. Even right now, Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson, aren't they not both sub 4.4 guys?
Yeah.
But it's like, and they're not even fast enough to get down that field before that pressure comes for the Wolf. It's like, you see why that doesn't work out there, right?
All bad.
And then that's, but see, I feel like Eric Bieniemy, he'll figure it out. He's one of the better play callers. You know what I mean? Like, look at McDaniels. Last year, they had one of the worst offensive lines. They didn't do anything different. It's the same line. They just like, all right, we're not going to let nobody even get near us. This ball's coming out hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, shit, like that's what they're doing over there for Houston as well. Like they already know that line, even with all their starters. I mean, it would be good, but like, man, you're missing like everybody. Like at least they change shit like real quick.
Yeah, like let's not like be Matt Canada now and like, it's going to work. They're never going to see it coming this time. 8 times in a row. Knock me up the gut. Okay. All right. They saw that one coming. But this one, they're not going to see it coming. First and 9. Right up the gut. All right. Third and long now. You know what?
You know what they won't see coming.
We did it 5 times in a row. Nazi up the gut. They stopped it again.
Man, those guys are idiots.
Those guys are really smart. They're on to us.
And this is the LOL Master 3200. What up? And he said, Trade T-Law for Garrett Wilson. You think the Jets will get a better QB by week 15? I don't think they'll have a better QB.
I like how you gave it like a lot of time, right? And like it would be like week 10-ish actually if there was to be a trade because that's the trade deadline. Otherwise, it's guys like Trevor Siemian.
That's ugly. But yeah, I would do that if assuming this is a single QB and the 4-point passing. So I mean T-Law kind of doesn't have too much value in leagues like that right now.
T-Law.
It's ugly, man. Stupid line. And Marty in the house. What up?
What up, Marty?
Marty said, "Motherfucker spending money in the guillotine." Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because you never really know what people are gonna do. Like players. I mean, and Austin Eckler, he 550.
Hey, you know what they say, right? You can't take it with you. And in the guillotine league, does that not speak volume?
Yeah.
Listen, man, you don't want to get your head cut off and you had some money, but you might as well spend it if you think it's looking bad for you.
I know. See, and I'm just hoping that mine's just looking good enough to squeak me another week or two. Because I've been putting in the bids, but I'm not gonna bid the 300s, the 500s, the 200s. I'm just not gonna do it. But you got to be able to win. And I got Tua and Kelsey and Keenan Allen, and so I just need them to just do good enough. Get me over 120, 130.
Okay, what do you think of this? Marvin Mims, Brandon Ayuk, and Alvin Kamara. I send them, and I bring back ETN and Lamb. I just did that this morning. What do you think of that?
Sounds like cheating.
No, it's not.
No, who are the three?
The stock market, isn't it not?
Who are the three that you sent? I heard Marvin Mims, but who are the other two?
Marvin Mims, Ayuk, and AK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Kamara's coming back.
Dude is he's receiver needy. And
it's funny when people are receiver needy and they trade away a guy like CD Lamb.
Here's the thing, though. Here's some more context. Dude is a Niner fan. So you know what I'm saying? Like that Ayuk was looking real shiny, and I think he just the moment I sent him that offer, he started remembering how much he hates them Cowboys. It's funny. People play fantasy like that.
Hell yeah, do it. I mean that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah, I love CeeDee Lamb.
Because if someone thinks it's smart to trade away who we think is a top, 5-ish wide receiver, maybe hasn't put it on paper like that just yet, but
and maybe I'm giving away, and Ayuk is a little banged up, makes me want to just sell on him, to be honest, because it's a very efficient offense that might not be in too many shootouts, or at least non-controlled shootouts. You get what I'm saying? Where where we're controlling the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and see, and when you were off when you were off here, this dude, he said, would you trade Pacheco and Godwin or Pacheco and Judy for Amari? And he put in his running backs. He's got Pollard, Kyren, Ford, Madison. And so my first thought is, why are you going to trade away an RB when your RBs is your weak position compared to he's got Keenan and T. Higgins on the other side. So I mean, super solid, at least if you only have to play two. Yeah. And it's Keenan, Higgins, and Godwin or Judy, one of those two. He's got 4 really good, wide. I mean, not really good, but I mean, how about 2 really good? And 2 okay solid ones.
It's why don't you take, and he's trying to bring back a running back?
No, he's trying to bring back Amari
Cooper. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try to bring him back. I mean, I probably take Judy and Madison and try to, I even take Ford. I'll take Ford and Madison and see if I can't turn them into Cooper.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Because, both of them are in volatile situations. You got Ford. If he doesn't fall into the touchdown, if he doesn't fall into the end zone twice.
Was this not the weird thing? I mean, to you, I mean, because I know that you and me are of the same mindset. If we pick up a guy like Ford and he does good, we're not trying to hold on to him, trying to get all the juices milked. Like we already think all the juices are milked. We try to trade them, put him in, a 2 or 3 person trade, try to get one real boss player.
Like, how Vin Diesel lives his life 1/4 mile at a time? I live my life 1 fantasy week at a time. You know what I mean? And like Ford, his right now, this week, his value, it's up. The stock is up. I'm looking to move him. While in Madison, his stock didn't look too great the last couple weeks. This past week, though, looks real shiny. I'm going to take him and pair him up with Ford and see if I can't bring back some. I might even go after Saquon, bruh.
It's like the same type of people who, like, they have Kelsey, for example, but they pick up, like, a Hunter Henry, and they're like, hey, should I trade Travis Kelsey because now I have Hunter Henry, over here. He's doing so good for me. Like, no, you crazy motherfucker. You trade away Henry and you keep Kelsey.
I don't know. People are crazy. Well, I can't get. Well, I'm getting Amari Cooper straight up for Kelsey. No,
don't do it.
But see, in this case, I don't mind getting Cooper. I mean, and I think Higgins is still a buy low. So like, I'm okay having Higgins, bro, because like I'm trying to buy Higgins low right now, bro. I think like we're gonna see Burrow he's gonna get back into shape, bro, or master the art of shotgun.
This is crazy. Peacock said, give me a percentage on how likely it is that Saquon plays on Monday. Shit, as of right now, I'm saying 50-50.
20%. 20% he plays. I'll be right back.
Let's see. Oscar said, start Chris Godwin, Tank Dell this week. Yeah, we already answered this. And, this is a while ago. Let me see. What up, the dough? I'm going to catch up, guys. Sorry if we didn't answer your question. We got a little bit off the rails there. Zig Mover, trade offer, DK Metcalf for Jerome Ford. If you're receiving DK, which you said receiving DK, do that. Do that shit. Do that shit. Do it. What up, Song? Dang it. Dylan said, oops, my trade involved giving up Kelsey. Oh, man. Uh-oh. We didn't see it, Dylan. We're going to get down to it. What up, Terrell? Garrett Wilson or 2-2? 2-2 for now. Sports Spotlight. Would you trade away Amon-Ra and Kyren for CD and Javante? No. Wide receiver and a running back for a wide receiver and the running back. Come on, man. Lacks creativity. Dem said Geno or Burrow this week. Damn, I mean, it's tough because Burrow plays against a team that you're supposed to start every quarterback and every wide receiver against.
He's playing Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? I mean, they do got some crazy-ass pass rush. My bad. Is my computer tripping?
No, you're good.
That's why I was using my phone because I kept having a reset. Yeah, we're good now.
What up, Super Saiyan?
What up, Super Saiyan? Hi, man. I would go Burrow still. I'm a savage. Don't ask me. Geno's been real meh. It's kind of funny how when people get the money, right?
I mean, I don't think it's just about the money necessarily. Why he's doing there?
Isn't it not striking? Is it not striking that when these players need to get the money, they're balling. They get the money, cooling.
I mean, he's 2-1 right now. Like, I mean, he's not doing garbage. I mean, take out the Rams.
They're not winning in spite of him. I mean, they're winning in spite of him. He's Black Alex Smith in it right now.
I mean, in week 2, he had 328 and 2 touchdowns.
I didn't know he had 300 yards passing. Damn. I didn't know that. Okay, I take it back. Look at Geno. I did yell at Geno though, huh? Last week. I said, Geno, you better show me that ain't an outlier.
I mean, in week 3, 296, a touchdown and an interception. I mean, that's not world beater numbers, but still, I think the Rams was just so polarizing because that was a big ass loss to begin the season.
I hate the Seahawks. Where's that guy that said he hates the Niners? I bet you he hates the Seahawks even more. Fuck them.
Because week 1 versus the Rams, 112 and a touchdown. I mean, that's just so polarizing on why we hate Geno so much.
Geno. You know what's polarizing? Several years of Geno sucks.
Yeah. And Derek said A-Chain and Tyreek Hill look like they're the same speed. I mean, right?
No one's faster than the cheetah.
Let's see. Uh-oh, here we go. Here goes Dylan's. He said his involved trading Kelsey away. He said, I'm trying to buy low on an RB. RBs are Pollard, James Cook, Herbert Spears, Diggs, Ayuk, Hollywood, D-Hop, MT. I'm thinking of a 1-for-1 wide receiver trade considering my depth.
I don't know about buying low. Like, well, you got Michael Thomas, then you probably should use him to buy low, right?
Yeah.
Who we buying low on? Najee, Jacobs. You're gonna have to dress up Michael Thomas. I don't think he's gonna want to move. You know, see, this is the thing too. When people go, I want a running back. What will give me like one of your good pieces?
Yeah.
I don't want to give any of those guys up. Well, I don't know then. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If I'm looking at it like that, I think the naturally is gonna be like Michael Thomas and what can I get for a running back? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the hard part about trading is people are like,
I got it. Figure out how you can get Derrick Henry. You got Spears, go lock that thing down. I think that Derrick Henry person's like, man, fuck this.
Dylan said, you guys think this is a bad trade. I have Kelsey and Laporta. My wide receivers are Devonta Smith, Coop, Deontay. Johnson traded Deshaun Watson, Kelsey for Lawrence and Keenan. Sorry, bro. It's a horrible trade.
Yeah, I would have thrown Laporta.
Yeah, why not? Laporta just
went crazy. Like it's the stock market. I mean, the stock is not down on Kelsey. It's just to you.
Kelsey is like, what's a stock that like, even if it went down, people would like
gold.
Yeah. Kelsey is like gold for tight ends. No matter, even if gold is down just a little bit and something shinier, comes up above it or whatever, gold is always going to stay true. Whatever else that shiny fugazi shit is, it could go up and down just like this. And Laporta, watch Laporta go out there and just have a shitty week next week. His value is going to be gold in the tank.
He might be gold plated. No, he might be like that 14 karat shit. You know what I mean?
And Laporta's been solid. He's had at least 5 targets in each of the games, but you move Laporta, not Kelsey. Come on, man. Why would you move Kelsey? What is the number one rule of this show? You do not trade away Travis Kelsey.
And rule number 2, the other guy, he's following rule number 2. Because rule number 2 is if you don't have Kelsey in a league that you have a tight end spot, you try to trade for Kelsey every day till you get Kelsey.
Every day.
Kelsey, because Kelsey is championships.
Yeah, Laporta. I mean, he's a rookie tight end. Who the hell knows?
He's playing. Listen, you know what's crazy? My analogy for him is George Kittle. Because, like, I've never seen a rookie come out and, like, play this much snaps, stuff like that. But it's like, oh, yeah, that's right, because he blocks a lot, too. So you'll never leave the field.
And they literally have nobody over there. Like, all their other tight ends are, like, garbage.
And then Josh Reynolds, he pulls up lame with a groin, and all of a sudden, like, now he gets 0 targets. That rolls over to Laporta for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's not remember, he was just, like, super, super wide open. And Derek said, Huss, if you have A-Chain right now, would you move him or keep him? Well, see, that depends. Is he a luxury to your team? If he's a luxury to your team, I'd potentially move him if you're moving him for the world. But everybody is hurting at running back. So if you only have like 2 running backs and you're like, oh, I got depth, like, nah, I would just probably keep him.
Yeah, and even if you have like, if you feel fine with the depth that you do have, and like you say, he's a luxury, I'm definitely looking to flip him 1-for-1 of something I need. I'm not going greedy. Say I'm looking bad at receiver. I'm gonna go take Devon Achane. Okay. All right, Devon. I mean Devon. Okay. Devon Achane it's funny because he puts up 200 yards. He's like, listen, man, it's pronounced Devon Achane, motherfuckers. I've arrived. But yeah, I'd flip him. I'd go after Kelsey.
Yeah.
I'd probably take my busted tight end and Devon Achane.
Yeah.
And I go try to bring back Kelsey. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a weakness on everybody's team. You know what? My tight end sucks. It probably does.
If you don't have Kelsey, like,
Backup A-Chan is a fucking luxury to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Big BS, A-Chan, Monty, Algier, full PPR. I mean, anything involving Monty, we just gotta wait until like tomorrow. Like, because we don't even have the full practice reports for today.
Yeah. And I don't think he played.
I don't think he practiced yesterday, but let's go double check.
Yeah, because today was their walkthrough. So, and I don't think he plays.
So he was limited in practice.
Whoa.
But today is the most important.
Well, yesterday was. Because tomorrow's their game.
Well, yeah, that's right.
So it's like
Thursday is the Friday.
Yeah, today's their walkthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So him only being limited, I mean, there's no guarantee that he plays. So we just gotta wait until tomorrow.
Yeah, and at least we're gonna have that info. It's not like they're gonna be like, they're gonna keep it from us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and like the early games, you're gonna be all right. And yeah, this one answers itself. It'd probably be A-Chain. I mean, he's going up against
Buffalo. Giving up booty to the running backs, but if he's only getting in a limited, not a full go, like I don't even want to play him in his first game back after we're talking about this on a Thursday. Because what's he had? A week and a half off? What's he missed?
I mean, they said thigh bruise. They said quad. You know what I mean? What is it? Which is it? If it's a bruise, I'll probably start him if I'm you know what I mean? If I'm depending on him, you know what I mean?
But would you start him over A-Chain though?
No.
Yeah. See, I'm taking the shot on him. And even Algier versus the Jags, that might be kind of good. I mean, that should be in everybody's game plan.
Because you know what? I actually think like it's hard to not think Green Bay will light them up with at least 3 touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
And like we're gonna see bad golf. I hate golf outside on the road.
Yeah, and on a short week.
On a short week. Like he's just that's why we love golf when he's at home. He averages 28 points.
This is funny. After we were talking about Travis Kelce, Dylan's like, oh man, I'm about to get shit on right now.
But listen, you're gonna be all right. It's just that you know what, run things by us like that because like the other person, he's knowing like, okay, it's time to buy low on Kelce right here. And then like
look, I gotta say it again. Like, I know you guys, like, I mean, it's nice to come here and ask us like what we think like after this, but why do that? Why not take the risk like out of it and just go sign up at oneononeffadvice.com, and then you could literally be messaging me when we're not on live about your trade questions and shit like that. Like, if nothing else, I will save you from yourself and stop you from making impulse bad trades.
And you know what's funny? What people fail to realize if someone's coming at you, wants to make a deal with you and convinces you into making a deal with them, when you got to realize when they're coming to you, you have automatic leverage. How bad do you want what I got?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I like that. Let's add more to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they'll go away if it's like, oh man, you're tripping, bro. Or if they really want it, they stay with you, bro. You know what I mean? How bad do you want Kelce? I don't even want to move Kelce, bro. Then next thing you know, okay. Then they're shitting on him. Bro, you paid way too much for Kelce.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you rather have that than like, you know what I mean? Then because what do people always want when they're the ones trying to leverage you? They're like, I want it to be fair, bro. No, you don't. You know what I mean? No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? And whoever has the leverage, the clear leverage to me, like if I'm in a super flex and I'm trading QB away and that person's not giving me one in return, I have the leverage no matter what the fuck that person says.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, well, bro, Desmond Ridder sucks, bro. It's a super flex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have
who also sucks? A non-QB in your super flex spot.
Yeah.
That really
sucks.
What
I mean? Like, okay, someone asked me, like, this is when Ken Gainwell was hurt. This dude, he only had Sam Howell and Rodgers, super flex. He's like, hey, I got Zach Wilson being sent to me right now for Kenneth Gainwell straight up. Should I do it? I said, fuck yeah. I said, it's not about Zach Wilson, how much he sucks, bro. It's how much like that you need a QB. No one will give you a QB. It's a 14-team super flex, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then he's been mad as fuck ever since starting Zach Wilson. Hey, he's like, I could have put in other players that would have got me more points. Hey, but still though, I would have done it every time.
So Nicholas he's still not understanding what we're talking about here as far as like, so he said, you're saying my RBs are weaker, but then you said to trade away Ford and Madison for Amari. Yes, because those are like the flavors of the week right now.
And when we say your running backs are weak, it's like we're saying, why are you trading a running back to acquire another receiver?
Like a better running back. Like he's one of your top two. Like, I mean, I guess that's subjective. You know, you may say
and like Pacheco, for what it's worth, they're about to have a crazy ass soft run schedule in like a couple weeks for like the next 5 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of want to hold on to him. You know what I mean? We're going into week 4. It's okay to look forward all the time. Even though, like I said, we play from week to week, you still like when you make these decisions, you want to look like Ford. He has a tough matchup, then a bye week, then he comes back against the Niners, right? I probably want to move forward right now.
Yeah,
because you know why? If I can move forward, and I get someone I could play or potentially play on that when Ford had the bye week, that's already a win to me. You know what I mean?
And it's also the stock market. You're supposed to buy low, sell high. You probably drafted Pacheco. You probably got Ford off waivers last week. You know, if you were crazy thinking ahead, you got him off waivers 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Ford.
He's like nothing to your team.
Yeah, there is a realm of possibility where Hunt he eventually gets into good football shape and he looks better and maybe he takes over as the one. I'm just saying that's not out of the realm of possibility. Like
he literally just got there like 2 days before the game happened. So of course he's not going to be in the game plan.
He's played in Kevin Stefanski's system for a handful of years, so it's not like he's some guy that needs to like learn terminology or learn checks or learn none of that shit. He knows the shit. So
and then Madison
that's why you flip Ford. And Madison, he got the same thing going on.
Has Madison not been trash like besides this game?
And they brought in. And they did not trade for Cam Akers, who, let me remind y'all, played in Kevin O'Connell's system with the Rams. You know, they were all together with Sean McVay for like they're the ones that drafted Cam Akers. So, and I called it. I said, if Cam Akers gonna go anywhere, it would be Minnesota. There he is. So I'm just saying, like,
and he said if he bites on Ford and Madison for Amari, should I do it or maybe DK? I'd do it for Amari first. And if he doesn't bite on that, do it for DK and see if you get it. Because it's just tearing up is what you're doing. You're just getting more top heavy. You're not like trading away a Pacheco who I think all of us would think is going to like do better throughout the season than Ford and Madison.
And you know what's cool is like if you move the Ford and you in the package with Madison to bring over to Cooper, you're bringing over the better part of that offense anyway right now, if you ask me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think like we're going to, they're going to have to be more even kill. I mean, they can't just continue to be like this dominant run first team, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 10 targets to Cooper. I think that's the most I've seen him get in this offense, bro. That was the first game without Chubb. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be the biggest part of the game plan, his best piece on their offense.
And like I'm pretty sure that can get him the deal done because he's giving him 2 running backs.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to get running backs right now? It's almost like if this deal doesn't go down, he's okay because now he has this depth at running back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but why not tear up while the stock is up on those guys?
Yeah, because I mean, Pacheco's still a solid RB2.
If I know what I know now in Dynasty, right? Know what I go back 2 weeks ago. You know how many Josh Kelly's people were trying to get up me for like a 3rd round or a 3rd and a 4th or like, you know what I mean? I was just like, nah. You know what I mean? Like,
I was smart for turning it down because I was pissed when Eckler went out. Remember, I told you,
yeah,
he was trying to sell me Kelly for a 3rd, and I was like, nah. And then Eckler, then he gets hurt, and I'm like, fuck, I should have did it. But now, 2 weeks later, I'm 3.
You see the product that Eckler puts out on the field, and you're like, yep, his stock is way plummeting.
Well, 2 weeks later, I'm 3-0, and I still have my 3rd round pick. And Josh Kelly probably would have fucked me and made me lose one of those games if I make that trade because I start him. Gus Edwards, I'm pretty sure, did better than him getting 8 points this past week, only playing half the game. Crazy. It's crazy how things work, and it is all about the stock market. It is all about the stock market. And Tino said, this is the last year of Hero RB. All the heroes are dead. Well, you know what this is, right? Like, this is the script. Because, the script was 0 RB this year. Like, everybody should just go, 0 RB. But, every RB's dead. So doesn't matter. You went heavy RB, you're dead. Yeah. You went 0 RB, you're dead.
You know how many people, you know how many Pacheco, Brian Robinson teams I have? And it's like David Montgomery's, and even he died because I was just like, I'm gonna attack this little tier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And who's the number 1 running back on the year as it stands right now? Number 1 and 2. I think they're on the same team, actually.
Oh, after the fucking week or what?
Yeah, I think A-Chain's definitely top 5. I don't know if he's number 2, but
nah. So it's Mostert and CMC.
Oh yeah, duh, CMC. What the fuck?
Yeah. But then look at that: Ken Walker, Tony Pasta, Kyren, A-Chain, Bijan, and then Brian Robinson.
Okay, so now those 5 names, right? Like, is it not worth holding on to the other guys that are there? Right?
Yeah.
Because
like Kyren? Or what do you mean?
Like if you have Tony Pasta, you should hold on to Rico Dodwell. Right? Doddle, whatever his name is, right?
Maybe, because I mean, could have said the same thing for Kelly.
I would definitely hold on to Mitchell. I'm saying, mind you, this is, me and you, we always kind of differ on this ideology, right? Because I'll handcuff the motherfuckers. Look at the top 5. They're all guys that have a handcuff that we could hold on to. There's, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to committees after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And but yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like you never know.
You have Mostert, you have A-Chain right now. You're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, are those gonna be
the stock market as is right now, right? How many people are gonna start A-Chain right now? Everybody. Yeah. If you have Najee and A-Chain, there's no question about it. They're not even. They're like, I don't give a fuck if he's playing Houston. Like I'm chasing that 200.
Yeah. We should just tell people not even to ask us A-Chain questions because like he's so likely.
I'm not gonna argue with anyone
in this game.
Like, don't make my logic and make me be wrong because A-Chain might be the most phenomenal thing ever. Like Puka's like asking me about Puka after week 1.
Yeah. Someone throws down 200 yards, 18 carries. I mean, shit, remember Nick Chubb? Those like 3 carries for like 150, 60 yards, whatever the fuck it was. But like, you still had to ask yourself the question, man, is he gonna?
Well, I mean,
he only got 3 carries.
He had 3 touches. One for like 150 plus and 2.
Yeah.
And then there's, there was still Carlos Hyde at the time. You know what I mean? That was like week 3 as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, look at that.
That was week 3 that year.
Yeah, see, Tino said, yeah, I don't like to waste a roster spot for someone else's handcuff. He said, give me another player that potentially plays. And seeing it's definitely, I mean, the handcuff for sure. I mean, when guys start getting their own kind of independent value, that's when Tony Pollard last year, like these guys have independent value.
I'm telling you, Rico, that's why I've been holding on to Rico here and there. I don't have no Tony Pasta, but he has an injury history. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got to get more receptions. Like, that's the thing for Rico. That
was the first time we saw them in a negative game script for real.
Yeah.
And they were he got utilized more, but like, are they going to be in more negative game scripts? You know what I mean? They're still a good team. They got it was a trap game. And maybe Arizona is, I mean, yeah, they're good.
Dem said, I don't think it's crazy to move off of Mostert. Yeah, I mean, it's not crazy. He's I mean, shit, he's someone you might have, I mean, you pretty much got for free. It's not like he was being drafted like anywhere high. I'm sure you drafted him, but probably was one of your last like bench guys.
Yeah, could even been a week.
Kevin said Pollard over Henry doesn't seem so crazy anymore. Yeah, it doesn't as of right now.
I still, if in the multiverse, which is infinite, by the way, every variant of Bogard scot-free. Bill Bogard check, Lance Bogard strong, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all of them. They all take Derrick Henry over Tony Pasta no matter what. That's why I'm flawed. You see the gear I'm wearing? I'm not doing it.
Fuck Tony Pasta.
There was always some Cowboy fan who's going to pull him up higher than, and that's why he was high no matter what. Anyway, we couldn't even get him at a value.
If someone keeps Tony Pasta for like the right amount of weeks, like right before he gets hurt or right before he falls off a cliff, because that cliff is coming somewhere. Cowboys never hurt you.
Management is coming. The load management. You know what I mean?
Something is coming.
Right out the gate, they're feeding him like shit. You know what I mean? They slowed down a little last week, but they got into a negative game script. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But Kevin, how come you didn't bring up Deshaun? He's looking way better than Pickett out there.
Hey, just make sure you keep all our receipts though, because I actually think it's funny. I don't get mad at that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with the
but yeah, Watson's out there yanking it. Tugs, all kind of tugs in the game, after the game. He's tugging it, bro.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see Kevin after his Steelers do bad. We'll just see him after they do good, and then he'll be able to show face. Notice he didn't come around after week 1.
I mean, he can't do talking the gang of shit to me. You just come in, you just leave a comment. Yeah, fuck the Niners. Ooh, fuck Bogard. I mean, he didn't say that, but that's how I read it. Like, oh, okay, we'll see.
And
even, you know what's funny? They have all these Steelers fans, even like Leave him. Is it Jake Leave him? I forget his name, but shout out to him, Leave. But they're all the Steelers fans that come through talking the gang of shit. And then like even when we were putting bets that day, I was like, man, why the fuck are they? Why did it get? Remember, it shifted like massively. Like, I was like, why the fuck is it shifting like away from our favor? And we got Kittle playing. Like, remember at the time where Kittle wasn't supposed to, he was questionable, and like,
yeah,
I didn't get it. And then we went out there and whooped them up. And I'm not showing off. That's just what happened. You know what I mean?
And Dem said A-Chain's going to start ripping into a lot more time. I mean, even if they do, I mean, they're still going to run a committee here. It's just the style that they run.
Situations are situational.
Like, see, what do you think about when Jeff Wilson comes back? You think all 3 of them are going to be getting work? Because Alex Ingold is already getting, you know,
like Mostert and Jeff Wilson, they could pass pro. So, you know what I mean? But like, what's crazy about if you're in 3rd and long situations,
we know Wilson.
It's really detrimental for them it's detrimental to rush Tua and them, period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that kind of trumps the fact that like, okay, we might need, you know what I mean? That'll take A-Chain, little ass A-Chain's not shredding no blitz, bro. You know what I mean?
And even if we just look back to this week, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I know it's the garbage time, you know, looks, but Chris Brooks, their rook, you know, they got to look at him. He got 9 carries out there.
It's a massacre.
Yeah. But they're just always going to run like some kind of committee.
Look at the adjustments on the fly. Tyreek Hill, he said on the podcast.
Oh, Tino said Wilson's out because of A-Chain.
Yeah, I mean, well, Wilson's on IR too, so.
No, but I'm asking, like, when he comes back, you think he's going to be in the mix of this committee?
I think it'd be like annoying, like goal line shit. Like it'd be annoying for both Mostert and him. They're not. All those guys aren't one dimensional. So, you know what I mean. If say you're going hurry up, and you get down there because you're going hurry up. You don't substitute a guy out. It happens to be Jeff Wilson there. He punches it in or catches one down there. Shit like that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I mean, it's not like they're like, okay, here's a series for you. Here's a series for you. Like, you know, that's why we look at the snaps. And then when you watch the game, you be like, okay, yeah, they like, it's hard to judge anything after that last game. It was such a massacre. Like, hey, let's try this. Even at one point, most was like, man, let me get back in there and score one more, bro. I started me this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they were just having fun. Like, and now they're gonna be in a real
and Dem said the coaches love Wilson, but come on, man. If you know about the coaches, you know that they love Mostert as well.
Mm-hmm. And look at that backfield, the entirety of that backfield. It's all their guys. You know, they try to bring in Chase Edmonds and Rockwell Miles Gaskin. They're like, fuck this. Get me Raheem Mostert, right? And then like, you know what I'm saying? Mostert gets hurt. They're like, trade for Jeff Wilson. You know what I mean? And you know what? Trade away Chase Edmonds. Fuck him. Send him to the Broncos. Fuck them. We'll put 70 on them next year, right? And then they draft A-Chain. That's this regime's guy. So all their backfield is their guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But the thing is like that. Let's not get over the top now, because I know Mike McDaniels was the run coordinator for the Niners, so this is what he can do on the ground if he wanted. But they didn't have no Waddle. And the first play of the game, the first target for Craycraft, he goes down. He was going to be like the Waddle replacement, quote unquote. So they just, you know, on the fly, this is what they switched the game plan to. I'm pretty sure Mostert was already heavily in the game plan, and A-Chain was already in the number 2 going into that week because Salvon Ahmed was hurt. You know what I mean? That's one thing too that I should have paid attention more to last week. I might have been able to beat the waivers in a lot of spots where he was available. You know what I mean?
And Dem said, I know they love Mostert, but is their love strong enough to keep him healthy? I mean, if you're just comparing Mostert and A-Chain, let's not forget A-Chain was just hurt. So, I mean, this is the NFL. Any running back could get hurt at any time, any play.
You can't hit what you can't touch, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
and Adventures from the Q said, should I trade Stevenson for Jacobs? I don't like RB for RB straight up, unless you just want to like cheer for Jacobs and that's why you want him.
Stevenson had one bad game so far out of 3.
Yeah.
Like
Jacobs
where
had
is
no good game.
And like Zeke had one good game out of 3. And maybe he just see that's the thing with Belichick, man. We don't know what the fuck the evil emperor is thinking about. You don't know what's going through his head. A motherfucker could be pissing him off in practice, and then it'll show up on the field, bro. Like he'll be like, this guy's not getting no snaps. Pissed me off in practice. He had a bad week.
Yeah.
I mean, remember Stevenson, his rookie year, there was 1 week he tears it up. Then the next week, healthy scratch. Like, what the fuck? It was like right before the game started. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
I remember, I'll never forget that because I lost 2 matchups, not just doing the show in the morning and then not being thorough and switching them out. Left him in there. Like, it was because he had been late to one of the practices that week.
Yeah.
Healthy scratched his ass. You know what I mean? Bill Belichick don't fucking play. That's why they say Bellatrix, bro. You know what I mean? Just based on that, I'd flip him. But you know what? You know who else does Bellatrix? His fucking disciples. Look at Josh McDaniels. Like, they were not even giving Josh Jacobs work really the first 2 weeks. Maybe it's because like he's not in football shape yet. He didn't hold out for a long time. That could be really what's going on there with Jacobs. I still think it's time to buy low. That's not buying low on Jacobs, though, by the way. You know what I mean?
Right. And Super Saiyan said Mostert and CMC, let's fucking go. He said Mostert is a must start, right? I mean, he's the number one.
But he must start?
He's
we're going back to 2019 now?
He's the number one RB through 3 weeks. Come on, man. Let's do the math. Of course he's a must start. And he said, I also got Kyren Williams for the Rams. I got Bijan, Jameer. Who would y'all start? What do you mean?
Bijan.
I got the 2.
Bijan.
Yeah, Mostert and Bijan. And then everyone else.
I would flex Kyren.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to keep. I keep trying to say, the Gibbs coming out party, but he had all the matchups to do it, and then just he's not getting the work.
Bad play calling, also.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have like a 35-year-old offensive coordinator. And he's in like year 2, and they think he's like a phenom because they had one of the higher scoring offenses last year. But then, hey, the NFL is not dumb. Defensive coordinators, they know how to game plan for that Lions offense. You know what I mean? And then when you lose like pieces on your offensive line. And now you can get pressure on Goff. That's all bad because Goff needs to be able to deal and stay clean in the pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you can't get that run game going with David Montgomery gone. Look at that. Look at how massive it looked without David Montgomery there. That's a big difference. That first 2 weeks, they're just marching down the field.
Yeah. And Dion said trade Fields and Najee for JT.
No.
I mean, I don't care about Fields. I mean, I'm keeping Najee.
Yeah, and I'll send – oh, you know what else is crazy, bro? What if Miami picks up where they left off and trade talks for JT? When you know what I mean? Like that's a possibility too. But also too, now you have the 2-1 Colts. Like, what if JT comes back? It's like, all right, let's try to get it over here in this fucking bum ass division. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying, like, I do like that too. Like that would fuck it all up. I like chaos. You know what I mean? That's why I'm telling people too. Like if you have Mostert and he's a luxury on your team, unless your running backs are all dead and you have to keep them. I'm flipping to Mostert right fucking now.
Facebook user said need to cut one to put Waddle, Barkley, and Kamara. And he said pick one out of Roshan, Zach Ertz, Freiermuth, Jalen Warren.
Muth.
No, I'm going to drop Zach Ertz. I don't think he's going to go out and do anything against the Niners. So if you want to pick him up, might be able to pick him back up in like 2 weeks.
Good point.
And should I drop Jalen Hyatt? He put Wyatt, but Hyatt for Clark for Chark. We really need the red rifle. If the red rifle's out there, Chark and Thielen. Well, I think Thielen's going to.
The offense is alive.
Yeah,
they're not going 3 and out.
Thielen did good 2 weeks ago with what's his name, with Young. Then he goes out and they both kill it, Chark and Thielen with the red rifle. They just need to keep him out there.
The Thielen thing with Young too, it pretty much happened all in that last quarter, that fourth quarter of that game.
See, Super Saiyan's getting it. He said, Huss hates the Cowboys. Of course I do. And he said, I don't blame you. You've been let down for 27 seasons. And he said, I'm 31. Fuck. So ever since that, you can remember anything that you could remember anything about football, he just remembers that the Cowboys.
My hat's off to the kid, right? Because most 31-year-olds I know right now, they're like, if they weren't
Patriot fans.
Yeah. Because like, especially if they're not from somewhere that like, you know what I mean? Like my whole family came to Frisco, you know what I'm saying? From the islands, bro. So when I was born in America, I'm a Niner, bro. You know what I mean? It was bestowed upon me. And like, I didn't get to grow to hate them because I saw them win it when I was like in the fourth. I was like 10 years old. Got to see Steve Young do it. And I've told the story a dozen times. I see him in the grocery store all the time. Man, Mr. Steve Young, oh, you're the greatest. Shake his hand all the time because he lived in the country club. I was right outside the hood, for real though.
Yeah. And I just got a notification. Anthony Richardson's still in concussion protocol, but he's practicing today.
So he's trending.
He's on track now. So Gardner Minshew, it was nice for 1 week. He did better than a lot of peeps. And but yeah, and especially for me, the backstory on why I hate the Cowboys, not necessarily the Cowboys, it's the Cowboys fans that I was around. So like my mom's best friend was almost like my extended family because I was always hanging out with the son over there. And it's funny, the son's name is Antonio Brown. And he's got a couple screws loose, just like the other Antonio Brown.
No, it's him.
And we were alive to witness the Cowboys run, obviously, and they were just hella annoying during that. And it was every year. It was like they were the prototypical, you know, it's our year, like Cowboys, just loyalists, like through and through. And like it was always like, you guys are from Ohio. Why do you even like the Cowboys, anyways? And yeah, so it was.
You wanted them to like the Browns?
I didn't care. I just didn't want to I just didn't want to hear shit about the Cowboys anymore.
You're a big Boomer Esiason fans? They're like, you ain't Bengals fan?
But yeah, that's why I don't like the Cowboys. It was because of the fans. That's what it is.
I mean, you know, no one guys ask me why I don't like the Cowboys, but also too because growing up too, I had a gang of homies that were Cowboy fans because it's like, you know, it was hard not to be a Cowboy fan or a Bulls fan. You know what I'm saying? Because the motherfuckers were just winning as fuck in the 90s, you know what I mean? And that's when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and I you know, like there's probably a lot of you know, 18, 19-year-olds right now that are like diehard Chiefs fans. Okay, because they like, especially if they just started really paying attention to football when they're in their teens, right? He's been the best, right?
Tina said Tony Pasta's gonna eat. He said there's literally no one else, so Pasta goes down, it's over. See, might as well not even get Rico down.
His name is Rico. Okay, Suave. Oh, Rico.
my hatred for Tony Pasta and the Cowboys would make me get a Rico Suave drop just to see him get more beat into him.
How many times you in hella leagues with me? How many times in the redraft? How many times you see me pick up and drop Rico just on a weekly basis? Like, okay. Pick them up right before the Cowboys game. You know what I mean? Just in case. You know what I mean? Suave. That's going to be hard.
Nicholas said, I'll just keep shooting questions until y'all ban me. Well, I just won't read out the trade questions, what it is, because look, we got all these other comments here, so I'm just going to skip over trade questions now. And
we wouldn't ban you.
Yeah. People get banned for being dickheads, not for asking questions.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
And
I'm the dickhead here, okay?
And BP NFL breakdown. What up? What up? He said, "Do I give up Jacoby Myers for T. Higgins?"
Fuck yeah.
No.
For real?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm giving up Jacoby Myers. My baloney has the first name for T. Higgins. That's selling high on Jacoby Myers.
I don't think it is. I think both are very similar to me. And I think that trading a wide receiver for a wide receiver, it still lacks upside either way.
I think Higgins is the type of guy that's on a championship roster. And if no one is coming off of Higgins on a regular basis, this is like very rare right here.
You know what I like about Jacoby that I don't like about Higgins?
He has Jimmy G there in that, and he's the black Julian Edelman in Josh McDaniel's system.
Well, I mean, all that's good, but no, when it comes down to it, I want a team that has a real shitty defense. And like that's one thing that the Bengals don't have. Like there'll be games where, especially when Joe Burrow's hurt, they might not have to do much because the defense just like handles biz. Like that's really never going to be the case for the Raiders.
100% of the time, and I'm probably flawed by this, I'm flipping Jacoby Myers. My baloney has a first name for T fucking Higgins.
He fits in perfect into this system. I mean, it's the Patriots Raiders.
I mean, he played in that system.
That's what I'm saying. Is he not like perfect for that system? Who are they looking for in the red zone? Looking for Jacoby.
I mean, it's funny when they tried to do the back shoulder with Devontae down there when they're like in the 5.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy don't got a back shoulder like that. Get the fuck out of here.
I think like 100% of the time that's going to be an overthrow by Jimmy.
Like everybody's trying. I mean, at least Derek Carr, he could pull. He did his best Aaron Rodgers impersonation. But at the same time, too, though, like 30% target market share is back, baby. Devontae Adams, let's go. You know what I mean?
And Clock just popped in the house. He said, "Is it Hoyer season?" Yeah, we don't know what's up with Jimmy.
It might be. Might be chubby Derek Carr, Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah, that's probably who it's going to be. Right?
Pudgy Carr.
Yeah, he even rocks number 4. He like looks like him. It's like he's weird, man.
But he like puts mascara. Actually, he doesn't just have like luscious eyelashes.
Speed Demon on Twitch. What up, Speed Demon? See a Speed Demon. Someone new. Speed Demon is new. What up? What up?
What's up, Speed Demon? Slow down now.
6-man league. Okay, you better be hella stacked.
All right, here we go.
Full PPR, 3 flex, super flex spots. Wait, how many super plus a super flex spot or multiple spots?
So 3 flexes and a super flex. Okay.
He said bench spots this week going into week 4 are Najee, Alexander Madison, Jerome Ford, DeAndre Hopkins, Judy. Who would you guys drop? Fuck Madison. Or Ford. This is a 6-man league. So I mean,
why do you have those guys on your bench and you're in a 6-man league?
Yeah, because they're starters. Who's got a worse matchup out of Madison or Ford this week? I'd almost like just bank it off of that.
I just cut Madison.
He's trash.
They got Cam Akers that work his way into there, bro.
Yeah, they traded for
Madison.
him.
Will literally go back to the Madison role.
Watch. Signing someone. Just straight off the street. I mean, that's a little bit different than trading for someone, even if Cam Akers was in the doghouse.
But trading for Cam Akers when he played under Kevin O'Connell his entire career until last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, like they brought him over there for a reason. They had to give up something to get him. They didn't just sign him off.
They said we're 0-2, right? This was last week, right? We're 0-2. You know what we need? We need a savior. Give me Cam Akers.
And shout out to what is this? Malorborn on Twitch. New follow over there. Shout out. Make sure you guys sub up for September. Don't forget about that because you save 25%. Then you don't have to watch the commercials or anything on Twitch. And he said they said flex Palmer, Dell, or Lockett. I think I'm going Lockett on a Monday night.
Yeah, it's Lockett. They got 2 rookie corners over there. Let's go pick on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Chaotic said, when's the trade deadline? I'm assuming she's talking for the NFL. What'd you say it was, Bogey? Week 10.
It's like, see, that's what I'm saying because I get confused now because remember in the last 2 years we didn't push it
out. Oh, no. It's Halloween. Yeah, Halloween.
Okay, yeah, there you go. I was gonna say it's because before it used to be first week in November.
Yeah.
Yep.
Halloween.
Then pushed it up.
All right. And Elias said trade Pacheco and McLaurin for Josh Jacobs.
Nope.
Nah.
You're onto the right idea though. Try to get Jacobs. Just that's not buying low on Jacobs. That's that person selling high on like last year's Jacobs production because it ain't this year's.
Tino said, what team do you like, Huss? I like all 120 of my teams. That's who I like. I don't cheer for any NFL teams.
Put it in the chat right now. I want everyone to tell me. Just for all you degenerates. if you had a choice to win all your leagues this year, do you win all your leagues or do you see your team win the Super Bowl? Your favorite team in NFL?
Yeah. Throw it in the chat. What would you
Some people, I mean, this for some degenerates, it's real difficult because, like, for me, man, listen, man, I've been so many leagues. I might win. I get 50 bands.
Yeah. How much do you win? How much do you win?
The hat off or what?
How much do you win if the 49ers win a Super Bowl?
A lifetime of fucking joy. You know what's crazy?
Lifetime
my
of pride.
son can see it. For my son to see it, I might do it. I would do it for my son.
Tina said, I won plenty of fantasy football Super Bowls. I want a real fucking Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that even if I had an NFL team, come on,
your team was the Chargers. You would have chose fantasy every time. Get the fuck
I
out.
already chose fantasy over them. Like, I just needed any excuse to stop cheering for them, and them leaving San Diego is enough because I don't cheer for any LA teams. But I did go through and I updated my week 3 through week 3, like all my records and shit. So in all my dynasties, I got 27 dynasties. I'm 58-23. So we're at almost a 72% win rate right there. Man, these redrafts, I got these I guess the vampires, 2 of them I'm 2-1 in. But
the other one, that was best ball, right? He said dynasty.
Those first ones were dynasty. I'm 58-23.
Oh, I thought you said 70-something teams.
Though there was 27 dynasties.
My bad. I thought you said 70-something.
27 dynasties.
I'm really high.
The redrafts I got, what is that? 18 redrafts. And there's too many circus leagues in here. Because like one of the Debos, I'm 0-3. One of the 3 QBs, I'm 0-3. But actually, and then one of the free league that I'm in for the Deontay Johnson jersey, fucking drafted Deontay Johnson. That shit's hurting me over there. 0-3.
Hey, bro, hey, listen, he got that jersey for you. Don't even trip, bro. Hey, look at this though, fucking Deontay Johnson, bro. When's the IR? I feel like I'm gonna buy low on him.
It went week 2, so I mean, this is like what second? His third week is going into his third week on the IR.
So 2, 3.
Yeah, so he's got to miss 2 more games at least.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll start buying low on him next week.
Yeah. So for all my redrafts, I'm 31-26, and if we round that up, I'm at a 55% win rate.
Yeah.
And then out of all these best balls, it's crazy. I'm 110, 111, and 1.
Crazy.
Like, man, it was bullshit. Like, how do you tie? How do you tie in best ball?
Wow.
Like, what the fuck? Like, man, I should be 111
I
and
might help
111.
you down the road.
Ties don't really help you though.
No, I'm saying, but what if like someone has the same exact record with you as far as W's, but then you have that tie over them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have the one less loss.
Yeah, I mean it could, but I'm pretty sure that team's 0-2-1 right now. So
we're keeping an eye on that team.
We got to dig ourselves out of the basement there.
That's dope. Week 3, see, going into week 4, you feel good. I feel good going into week 4 myself.
Yeah, let me see.
I had a bad redraft week, but I did great in Dynasty. You know, but that was the first bad redraft week I had because I think I and the wafers fucked me up because they count in the redraft and the dice and the the circus leagues. Obviously, right? But then there's the man. I had what was it? I went 15 and 4 in the dynasties.
Okay.
Right. And then my in the redrafts, that's when it fucked me up. I think I might have went like 4 and 15 or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, because 19 plus 19. Yeah, I went 5. I might have went 5. Yeah, I think I might have even went the complete opposite.
And Tina said, "Is there a ranking for 15?" Tina says, "Is there a ranking for sleeper like Yahoo?" No, and that I'm pretty sure that's why Yahoo limits the amount of leagues that you could be in as well. Because it would be insane to. I wish I could have all the stats that I had like on Yahoo carrying over on Sleeper, because if nothing else, it was funny. I always go when I would ask people about Yahoo, I'd be like, yeah, your rating's cool, but let me hear those wins and losses. and then I'd be like 500 wins, like 300 losses, or like something like that, like on mine, but like an insane amount of wins and losses.
See, my thing was like, I like home leagues that stand the test of time, and they're on Yahoo. They'll never leave because that's a part of it. You know what I mean? Going back into the history, you know what I'm saying? Seeing the progression or the regression, whatever the fuck, right? But see, for me, it's like at one point I started realizing, man, I'm really kicking everyone's ass, but these leagues I'm in, they're all whack. You know what I mean? I started realizing, like, man, fuck your diamond, man. You playing in this league all this time and only this league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those things, they could be skewed, just like how we could skew fucking numbers in fantasy all the time. Like, so I'm kind of glad I got over that, because that shit used to fuck me up. Like, I see how my man Steamboat Joe, he's just like, he's not even playing fantasy to win at this point. It's like it's just to remain diamond. You can't. Once I started, I remember when we first started doing the podcast, that was when he like finally got diamond, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, look at you, Diamond Joe Guru in the house. Right? Like, listen, yeah. And then, like, you know, he fell out of grace at one point. Boom, took a couple bad L's. You know, he's playing in the max leagues, 8, right? Had a bad week. Boom, dropped him down to platinum. He came in there. Oh, Diamond Joe, how you doing? Oh, no. I stand before you, just Platinum Joe today. You know what I mean? I'm like, listen, that shit don't even fucking matter, bro.
Oh man.
I'm like, you better start wearing some badges. Are they gonna send me some badges I can put on like a coat? You know,
and Tino, the lore of my Yahoo account definitely keeps growing. But yeah, he said 500 to 300 is really good, and it's not. But I just double checked. I'm at 499 to 410. So we're still over a 55% clip over that, and that's since like 2007 or 2008, if they even keep like the records all the way that far back. It says since 08.
I'm like the Buffalo Bills when you look at my Yahoo shit. I done lost hella Super Bowls, more than I've ever won. I done won a gang of them on Yahoo too. You know what I'm saying? Fuck those motherfuckers.
Oh man. And hey, shout out to Pip who just joined up. Oh, real quick, the Facebook user that we had up. Are we starting Christian Watson this week? We don't even know if the Green Bay Packers are starting Christian Watson this week or not.
No. We got Spencer Guru.
Hey, what up, Guru?
Oh, yo, what up, boy? Tony Crew? How y'all doing?
Okay, so we're gonna show you some little bit of behind the scenes action. Spencer, what you got for me? Lay it on me.
Oh man, yeah, I'm thinking about an FBI trade here with Kev.
Okay.
Got one potentially cooked up.
Before you say the trade, so this for everybody watching, my man is the Spencer and Bogey Invitational League, very prestigious, and I'm pretty sure Huss has something to say when he knows who you're about to trade with.
Oh yeah, I already threw in the drop for him. That one's for Kev.
Damn. Okay, lay it on me. What we cooking up here?
All right, so it's gonna be like some receivers involved. That was the meat of it. He wants Waddle from me, and I was gonna send back Ayuk. So I was like, all right, that's about even. But like, I was wondering. Well, I'll just lay the whole thing on you. It was Ayuk, Tajay Spears, and Dalton Kincaid. That was what I was going to send him for. And then for me, he'd get Waddle and Zach Moss.
I don't like giving up.
I want Waddle, bro.
Waddle's the best player.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I didn't send it yet because I'm kind of like, man, I like Waddle.
He's giving you hurt Ayuk.
What if JT gets traded?
He's giving you Ayuk with one shoulder right now, like a shoulder and a half.
Okay, that's the main reason I was hitting you. It was about Ayuk going to get the thing.
See,
you're out there.
well, because I am a doctor. See, he got an AC joint apparently, right? You know what I'm saying? And like when you're a receiver, right? You can't lift your arm up like this. You know what I'm saying? You can't see me right now, Spencer, but see, I'm a doctor, bro. I'm showing you. You got to lift your arm like this to catch the ball. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Hey, listen, he can catch it with one hand. You see what I'm saying? But like,
it kind of nice if he had two, though.
It'd be better if he had two. Yeah. Are you a doctor?
I might be.
Shit, bro. Look at you. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing that. I'm driving up the price. Fuck that. They just came up.
That's what I'm thinking.
I
like Tajay, but in that offense, even if they trade the King Henry down the road, there's no guarantee he's gonna be worth the shit because they suck.
Don't trade Waddle to Kev. Don't do it.
Hey, Hus don't have any real analysis there. He's just like, don't give him to Kev.
Keep Waddle. Don't come off him.
This year I would just be getting Ayuk, which I like Ayuk, but
you know what's funny?
Deal with his shoulder, and if he's not right, then I ain't fucking with that. That's probably why Kev's trying to move him.
Here's what and Kev's a Niner, and he knows. Like I know, in fantasy, somebody in that Niner team misses out on the fantasy party, man. And like, look at Kittle. He showed up finally this year because who's missing in action? Ayuk. So it's like,
real quick, Uncle Buck said he has a question for Spencer because they just played each other.
Okay.
Uncle Buck said, "How's Spence feeling after I put that whooping on him?"
Ooh.
Oh damn. Yeah, it was tough, man, because my team balled the fuck out in that league. I was pissed. I was like, damn, of course I got to face Unk this week, who's been the top team in the league in that Hustler 14. So, shoot, all I can say is GG, bro. I mean, I gave it all I had, but he just had a little bit more.
Hey, listen, hold on. Now I want some fire. Where's the Spencer Guru fire? You say, listen, Uncle Buck, you might have bested me this time, but next time I will be the last to laugh.
Right? Yeah, I got you in the playoffs last year, Unc, so...
he reminded him, bro.
Regular season right now, so playoff time, that's when the real hitters step up. And you already know Guru Nation's gonna be there.
Ooh, them's fighting words.
Shots fired. I love it.
All right, Guru.
Playoffs, when the cream rises to the top.
For sure, Spencer Guru, you have a good one.
Playoffs? We'll talk about
Yeah.
Playoffs?
Peace.
Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
And Pip on Twitch, what up? New follower over there. Appreciate you. Trade Watson, Christian Watson, and a first round rookie pick next year for AJ Brown and a third round rookie pick in my keeper league. Yes.
Yep.
Right away. Do it now.
Ding.
Do it now. Timothy, what up? He said, good morning, kings and queens. Salute. Appreciate you, homie. Salute. And our man Frank said, pick 2 out of Scary Terry, Thielen, Addison, Myers, Palmer. I'm going to go
Myers and Palmer. Because I'm of the mindset that Bryce Young might play. If he don't play, then it's Thielen and Palmer. I'm playing Palmer against the fucking them Raiders.
Yeah, for sure. And Myers on the flip side. I mean, Chargers have been a great matchup.
Yeah, for real, huh?
Man, you hear about this crazy the JC Jackson?
Yeah. He got a warrant out for his arrest.
Man, like, what is going on? Why didn't he show up to his court case?
I mean, and they healthy scratched him that game so he can go. You know what I mean?
No, they healthy scratched him because he didn't go.
Oh, because he didn't go. Oh, he was trying to. This guy. They might have showed up and took him away at the game in the locker room. They showed up in the locker room,
right? I mean, but yeah, that was why they healthy scratched him because he did not show up.
What do you think the JC stands for?
John
Connor Jackson?
Nah, he's not that cool.
Come with me if you want to live. Well, John Connor doesn't say that actually.
Dang. What if it is Jesus Christ Jackson?
Damn it, Jesus Christ Jackson caught a gun charge,
man.
Jesus
and Brian said, don't know if I missed it, but how'd you guys think A-Chain? What did you guys think in this game? I mean, I don't think anybody's sitting A-Chain. You just play him at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, like imagine how people feel. Put it in the chat if you had that motherfucker on your bench, right? I bet you he's in your lineup already. As soon as you were able to set your lineup, he's in there right now, isn't he?
Got to.
You're like, man, I want this shit on my bench.
What the hell? Peacock said send Burrow and Ayuk for Jacobs and 60 fab. I mean, I'm assuming it's
redraft.
Yeah, I'm assuming single QB, right?
And he probably needs running back. I'm not mad at that. I'm pretty sure. What quarterback do you have? I mean, I don't know. This is
Is there a lot of value being put into this fab like right now as well? I mean, Jacobs has been good, but there's still. I mean, Jacobs has not been good.
He might have bought Puka with a lot of his fab. And you know, fab
all of it, all of his fab.
And think about this too, like how precious is the precious fab right now? People are dying out there. It's a bloody war, man. Listen, man, they're all good men. They're all good guys. They're all good men.
And this is just A. What up, A? And he said, "Who wins this trade? Full PPR. Team A: Rashad White.
Hey, B, you fuck me up, B.
Rashad White, Ramondre Stevenson. Team B: Ayuk, Dameon Pierce.
It's probably
both teams lose. Both teams lose because both teams make one position better and one position worse at the same time. So you literally just did like a big 180, 360 dance at the same time.
And I don't mind the moving off the Ayuk thing. It's like, but like I mean, is he really tearing up right now?
Yeah, and I guess it is two running backs on one side. But
that's the cause for him to go tear up on the receiver as far as what he's given in return.
I mean, this has to be the only way that anyone feels like they would win in this is if it's team specific, because Dameon Pierce isn't even startable at this point.
Hey,
barely. Come on, you know it's true. It sucks. 5 offensive linemen are out. Like it's not his fault.
I'm starting to H-N over Pierce.
Yeah.
Hey, look at Pierce, Jacobs, Najee.
Well, obviously,
people that have even Dotson. Like, there's all these guys that are like, after 3 weeks.
You are really dumb.
It's like,
don't talk shit about Dotson. He had no reason to be in that mix.
Hey, you're talking about Pierce, man. My guy, man. What does he have to do with that offensive line? Peacock, get in the chat.
Pierce is in the trade question right here.
Back me up. Listen. You know what? I can't argue with you. Both teams lose. Both sides lose. Nah, if I'm running back needy, I'll take the running back side. I mean, what does Pierce do? Say I'm running back needy and I only have Pierce in something.
Right.
Else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it has to be a team specific trade where you're hurting Dameon Pierce.
And I have fun doing the context in my own head. Okay, this team must be hurt right here. They must be on their last leg. Desperate.
Rock G said, would you send Cup for ETN? I think I would rather have ETN at this point.
If I need, I mean, like, because we still got like 2 more weeks to wait on Cup, if that, right? Or 2 more, like 4 and 5, and then we got to revisit it. See, like, Cup, how's the hamstring?
Just saw a trade for Cup in the Wafers 5, and it was Cup for Waller and Khalil Herbert.
I like it. I like the Cup side there.
Yeah,
and the Waller, that's like a win-win because like Herbert's nothing to me. And the Waller is still a tight end in a tight end league. So, or a league with a tight end spot. You know what I mean? So, and what's Cup doing for that person right now? And and the person who probably receives Cup, he's probably winning. He's like, yeah, I could wait on Cup.
Yeah, he's been sending me shitty ass trades over here because I had to take over for this team over here. Let's see, where is this fucking team? Yeah, he's 2-1 right now.
Oh, did my joint it's just gonna go through on its own, right? In the other league, in the dynasty.
Oh, did I not push it through already?
No, not yet. But then I was just figuring because it was still.
Oh, I didn't push it through because it was on Sunday. Yeah. So that one will just process by itself. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I knew there was a reason why I didn't get pushed through now. Yeah. And let's see. Yeah, I remember last year it was the uproar of what happened was why people quit and started turning racist. It was because of a trade that happened in like the middle of like the games or whatever. Trade didn't go through, but it was just like the trade even like coming up as like like pending
as pending. See, that's stupid. It's pending. Why you get upset and go racist? I mean, but you know what though? I'm glad that happened because those people, they need to be revealed. They always get revealed at one point. And like, you know, we try to keep a real awesome vibe. And like, it's so awesome that people come from all over the United States to come party with us in Vegas and do psychedelics and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, we don't, you know, we try to remove all those non-cool guys that won't go to Vegas and do psychedelics.
And Tino said, LOL, someone turned racist. Well, he turned racist because nobody knew that he was.
He was revealed racist.
Yeah, so he was someone who got booted from all the
We even started getting racist against foods. Like, I don't even like bacon on my cheeseburgers. Like, what we gotta get bacon cheeseburgers, bro?
And it's funny because we'll still randomly see him come around now. This is like over a year ago, like at this point, and he'll still like create like new YouTube accounts to like come over and like talk shit in like the chat, but always puts it as his name so we know that it's him.
They just get blocked.
And here's another one for A. Oh, this was a follow up to that question. Let's see. Peacock said people are killing for Fab right now.
Oh shit, bro, you ain't lying.
And what the hell? Uncle Buck said someone offered to pay for Van Ginkel for 125 Fab. Damn, that's crazy.
Dynasty.
Why so much? I mean, what was the budget to like start that?
Van Ginks.
Yeah, Van Ginkel's dope though.
Yeah,
and A, it's funny. His name is A. He said I would be getting B. I mean,
hey, yo, hey, you fucked me up, B.
You never say shit, B. That's
What?
funny. Oh man.
You never say shit, B. Just pop out. What he say? Pop out the blue with some coke, huh?
Oh wait, and he said sorry. I mean A. So A would be getting A. So yeah, this selling.
Get the running backs.
Yeah. I don't really like Rashad White. I mean, I like Ramondre.
He needs running backs. I'm assuming. Watch. Hey, yo, hey, put it in the chat, B.
Of course, he needs running backs. If he doesn't need running backs, he's smoked out with this trade. I just feel like this could be worked a different way. Don't pigeonhole yourself into a trade because maybe you've gone back and forth so much. Deion said, I got Love and Fields. Someone dropped T-Law. Should I drop Fields for him? I think I would rather have T-Law over Fields, yeah.
Yeah.
Single QB.
I mean, Doug Peterson's about to start calling the plays again, bro. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Fuck that. Who is this guy? Lieutenant? Shut up, Lieutenant Dan. I like Lieutenant. If he told me it was Lieutenant Dan calling the plays, I'd be like, oh, okay. I'd be all about it.
Uncle Buck says, how good does Kamara do this week? I'm going to say not too good. Going
on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving him a 6.
I was going to say
6.5.
I was going to say a 3. Going up against the Bucks, first game back. We don't know how much he's been keeping in shape.
If it's Jameis Winston too, I mean, like one thing when he tore his ACL, it was against the Bucks, right? It was against the Bucks, and what is it called? There's a revenge narrative, but one thing I want to point out is that like he was checking it down. Like if you go back to those last couple of games back in 2021. Kamara was getting 8-9 targets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that he's gonna walk right into that, but I think there's a floor here of targets that'll make him a flex worthy start in this first week back. Is that crazy?
Here's some good intel by Peacock. Check this out. Pierce will have bounce back starting week 5, getting both tackles and the starting center back from IR. But are they coming? You already know that they're coming back, like just as soon as they can, the earliest opportunity off of IR.
Listen, Peacock, as soon as they're back, you call me.
We need to know. We need to know this, Peacock.
Right? And I'm you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't even tell people buy low right now because Pierce might go out there and put up another stinker against the Steelers because man, like the Steelers have been kind of difficult to run on outside of the 49ers. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I guess they did get gashed up by Ford though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, the Texans got the Falcons in week 5, so hopefully all those guys are coming back to that matchup. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but you know, it's a nice little opportunity to buy low on a Pierce right now.
Corbin said Jesse Bates or Grant Delpit. Jesse Bates. There's not a lot of reason why he should be sitting in a lot of the matchups that he has, especially this week with like a T-Law. Yeah.
Who are the Browns playing?
The Ravens.
Yeah,
He even wrote Grant, and I think I still said Greg, huh?
Yeah. Our man Greg Delpit. Yeah, I'm gonna go. My name's a Yesy. It's kind of hard to get off that because he's getting tackles too. Like the first couple of weeks, like he's getting it all with the picks. But then the first week, I should say,
yeah,
it was all picks. You know what I mean? And then the second week, didn't he have a pick the second week too?
Yeah, I mean, I think he might already be
the league leader.
Not league leader, but his career high.
So 4. Yeah, 4 is his career high, right?
He's got 3 so far. So yeah, 4 is his career high. I thought he had 4. So me too. Tied it. Not tied it. I mean, he's right there. He's had a shitload of seasons with 3 INTs. So
what's crazy is it's very congested on the outsides with AJ Terrell and now Jeff Okuda. So it's like, you know what I mean? And like if you dare go over the middle,
yeah,
or down deep, you know what I mean?
And in each of week 2, he sucked versus Green Bay. I don't even remember. I watched the condensed version of it. I don't even know.
They were going short all game, and then you know what I mean. But there was also a couple balls down the field that should have been picked from Jordan Love. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They should have picked him off a few times that game.
Because he only had 3 tackles in that game. But yeah, when they come back against Detroit, he's got 11 total tackles and another pick.
I like Delpit too. He's like Delpit's balling, but last week they were in a controlled situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you think they're playing? I like if they're playing from behind. He's been nasty when you have to throw. You know what I mean? When you have to throw on the Browns.
Joe said I dropped Shaheed for Chark because Winston at QB and Kamara coming back. Yeah, that's good. Still though, with Winston, is he going to be like chucking it out there more? Because Shaheed's like definitely still a big play threat.
Winston, big air yards guy. This playing the Buccaneers, funnel defense. Can't run on them. You're going to have to throw. Revenge narrative. I like all these things.
JJM
infamous Winston. Fuck famous Jameis.
JJM on Twitch. He said, Trevor Siemian going to be inactive this week. He said.
He'll probably be an active backup.
No, inactive.
Oh.
And
yeah, he just got signed today, right? Yesterday,
yeah. And JJM said in a flex
physical.
Would you start Tank Dell, Madison, or Gibbs? Tank Dell as of now.
Yep.
And hey, size matters catfishing. So what's up, Stoner Nation? What's going down?
That's good.
Oh man, fucking clock. Not the best joke over here, but RIP to Bob Saget. He said, you ever suck dick for Fab? I seen it.
Huh? Oh, that shit's funny. What up, Clock? And it's funny too because I actually have some Bob Saget weed. What's called Bob Saget. It has nothing to do with him, but
yeah. Let's see.
I'm high off the Bob Saget.
Peacock said Scruggs off the IR. Hammy Patterson holding it down at center. Titus comes back after a week from a broken hand. Tunsil was held out 2 weeks with a knee. Said all should be healthy in 2 weeks.
Let's go.
It's gonna make a huge difference.
And like with the amount of threat they're weighing on with the passing game, they're not gonna be ready once they start hitting them with that run. That play action is gonna be nasty. Like, see, this is like a 2024 thing.
Yeah,
this is so 2024, but like we're gonna see flashes of it all through this year.
Yeah,
Stroud. I'm mad I don't have any Stroud. In the one place I did, I flipped them for Bijan and some things.
And Devo, let's smoke it up. Let's do a dab. All right.
Yeah.
Gotta conserve my flowers. So let's dab it up. And see, a lot of people won't even get this, Clock, but I know exactly who you're talking about. And Clock said Michael Jackson or Kobe Bryant. And this is Kobe Bryant with the
on the Seahawks.
Yeah.
It's funny because when Clock was like, I don't know IDP. This is like in the playoff league, right? So he's like, so I'm just gonna draft guys that have famous names. And then like even at one of them, he took Nick Bolton, right? He's like, it's close enough. I was like, well, hey, listen, you hit it right on the head. That's one of the guys to get. I was like, I don't know about Kobe Bryant and all the other motherfuckers he was getting, Michael Jackson.
I mean, it's crazy how they're both on the same team, though, right?
You know, I could see Pete Carroll like, listen, draw the inspiration from your name.
They had to ask the dad, though. Was he named after Kobe Bryant? Was he named after Michael Jackson?
Was he named after the beef?
Yeah.
Kobe beef. Listen, I just love that beef so much, bro. It was my favorite type of beef. His mom reminded me of it.
That's fucking hilarious if that was Clock's fucking strategy. I was going to go with guys who have famous sounding names.
He really said that, though.
And then he picked, who's this guy, Nick Bolton? Oh, it sounds good enough.
Michael Bolton. We're going with it.
It's close enough.
Oh, man, like, fuck, you sniped me. I was going to take Michael Bolton's son.
Yeah, it's funny because you'll notice that when, I think you should go down the rabbit hole of the league of just watching the drafts and the final episode. You know, just you could even go the final 2 episodes because those are always the playoff episodes. But those are probably the only really important episodes in the season, like you said, the bookends. And because it's funny, there's a lot of taco stuff in there where he acts like he doesn't know, you know, but he really does. Taco's very, very smart.
He's the one. Is he the one that gets the riches, right?
Hell yeah, man!
Come on.
Yeah, he does a business deal with Marshawn Lynch, with Jim McMahon. He does the deal with Jerry. Uncle Jerry.
And Marshawn, it's like he was early on Marshawn, huh?
No, this was right after. Well, he was, yes, because
Marshawn, the personality, you know what I mean?
He came on twice. Well, the first time, I don't think he was a Super Bowl champ, but the second time, it was like they were both sitting there, and Kevin's like, "Hey, throw me a beer," and Marshawn's like, "Hey, just give me that thing. I'll just run it over to him real quick." And Taco's like, "Nah, man, I'm just gonna throw it to him." He's like, "Come on, man." He's like, "I could blindfold walk that thing in." And he's like, "No, I'm just gonna throw it. What's the worst that could happen?"
Oh, I know what's the worst that could happen. They could end up having to give Marshawn Lynch, the one who was like a fucking what they were trying to villainize, like a heel in the NFL, have to give him the MVP of the Super Bowl. They didn't want to do that.
Yeah, and so
wholesome Russell Wilson.
Taco throws the beer. Kevin catches it, falls in the barbecue and all the hot coals. Like gets set on fire. Like all types of shit. And it's funny that they got to make fun of that whole thing and that Marshawn like wanted to be a part of it too.
The best is like when you watch the NFL, like, you know, what is that called? The NFL film shit of the Super Bowl. Like, you know, they document the whole thing. You know, it's sick ass footage, right? And when Marshawn's walking to the sideline, right? Well, he this is before Marshawn. Yeah, actually, yeah. Marshawn's walking to the sideline, and then there's Pete Carroll, right? He's on his knees, and he has the headset. It's on the ground, but it's connected to him. And he's just on his knees, bruh. And then Russell Wilson walks over to him. He's like, "What happened there? What happened there?" You know what I mean? Like, he just, you know, little Russ. And then like he just doesn't say a word. The rest, he just stands up and he starts walking away. And he's just dragging the fucking. And then the camera, whoever's filming it, they zoom in on him as he's walking away. And he's just dragging the headset. I'm like, "Yep, that was your call. You did that."
It's Kanu said, "Dude offered me Mahomes for Mostert and Sutton. Do it." Hopefully you have other good RBs besides Mostert.
Yeah, why not? I guess.
Terrell said, "Are we starting London in London?" I want to leave.
Yes, because you said that. No fantasy analysis required. London in London.
Oh man.
I mean, Jacksonville. What are they? Okay, let's get fantasyisms on it. What are they against the pass this year so far? They're like so, right? I mean, they've been giving up. They've been giving up some booty here. Outside of week 1. Oh, I'm telling you, this paper's backwards.
Yeah, so they're like giving up the 12th most points.
Okay, so yeah, they're top 12 in giving up points to receiver, or giving up yards and just points in general.
Fantasy points to wide receivers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Good matchup. Ritter sucks though.
And London's good, man. It's not a good combo, huh? You still need to be a little good at quarterback.
And pretty much the only position they haven't been giving up booty to is the running backs. Everything else, they're like an amazing matchup.
But what running backs have they played, right?
Well, I know they just played Dameon Pierce. he kind of bucked the trend. Week 1, they get the third stringers from Indy. And week 2, they had Pacheco and McKinnon. And I guess McKinnon had 2 touchdowns, right? There wasn't a lot of yardage.
No, that was last week. The McKinnon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one that one was just an ugly game
on both sides.
Yeah. So okay.
I'm still not sold on London. I'm nervous about them.
It's London or who?
Yeah, and see, there was no other option in there either.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, London and London, bloat.
Quincy, what up, Quincy? Said, do I drop Kyle Pitts for Hunter Henry? There's no one else you could drop because someone's going to pick up Kyle Pitts. Maybe he is a landmine, though.
You know, I'll have you know, Kyle Pitts in London as a rookie scored his first career touchdown and didn't score any other touchdowns the rest of the year. So for the longest, he had only scored on foreign soil.
Yeah.
He's coming back home.
Pretty wild. And we got Mullany said start Josh Palmer, Drake London. Palmer.
Yep.
Peacock said, who would have thought I'd already be pissed and worried about man, worried with Derrick Henry and Saquon on my squad. Yeah, it sucks.
You know, I keep telling myself it's like there's like incursions happening, like just the multiverses are crashing, and it's like every week it's more madness.
Yeah, but this is what we signed up for, and whoever pays attention most, and really we're doing all the paying attention. You just have to pay attention to us and be tapped in on the shows. Like you're gonna find out this news like right as it happens. And
abracadabra, B.
We got we got Scotty Boy said, would you trade Fields for Love or Goff? I would trade Fields for either Love or Goff.
You feel me?
Yeah. So give a little more context on that. Like, what would it just be a straight up trade or what? What up, Antonio? And Mullany said, I didn't hear you if you said to start Palmer or London. Said I got the ads. That's why you gotta. Now is the best time. You save 25% because it's September. Hit that subscribe button and you won't miss anything.
Yeah, if you have Prime, you can even you get a free sub every month, so you can use it on us.
Yeah. Because we can't stop the ads, and I said Palmer.
Yeah, I'm okay with Palmer. Which game do you think? Damn, you know what's crazy? Atlanta makes these games not competitive because they're good on defense.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I'm gonna go Palmer.
Yeah, that one's gonna be very interesting. Don't forget, guys, we've got a special watch party happening on Sunday morning because they're doing it on Disney Plus. They're having the simulcast at the same exact time where we're watching it in Toy Story vision. So we're all going to do psychedelics and mushrooms early in the morning. And we're all going to watch a Jaguars-Falcons game that's taking place in Andy's room.
Yep.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
It's gonna be real trippy.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
And Antonio said, I'm trying to trade Fields and Pesos for Hurts already. Already got Josh Allen, man. That'd be nice.
Talk that shit.
And there we go. Sam said, I'm a YouTube chatter now. What up, Mullany? What up, bro? Yeah, no ads on YouTube. No ads on YouTube.
We do.
Let's see.
Skip those.
Peacock said, waiting for that Burrow breakout game this week. Yeah. And he said, Lord, if you're listening, help.
I mean, they're playing the Titans, who gave up 3 bills to Derek Carr. What? 3 bills. 3 bills. Who they play week 2?
Who did they play week 2?
I just totally drew a blank.
They played. Who the fuck did they play? Oh, yeah, they played Herbert week 2. Duh.
Go
back to the beginning. Go back to the beginning. Let's do this right.
Yeah, okay, listen. Lord, please let Burrow go off. Oh, what? You playing the Titans. Derek Carr put 3 bills on him. What? Damn, Justin Herbert put 3 bills on him. What? Oh, I forgot again. And motherfucking Deshaun Watson hit the drop. He put up 280 on him. Let's go. There's no fucking way that Burrow can't spread them the fuck up. Can't run on them. It's a funnel defense. Shredding them up. Big Higgins game. Trade for Higgins everywhere this week.
What up, Triple X Lex?
What up?
And Tina said, my wife's going to laugh at me on Sundays. I'm in the garage doing karate with my headband on, watching Toy Story football. Said that's her man.
And you know what's funny too is because
what up, Derek?
It'll be like nighttime. I just walk in the house with my sunglasses on. She's like, "You're hella shrooming, huh?" Yep. Because like our house is all white, everything. You know what I mean? Like a real kingpin, like dope dealer. You know what I'm saying? And then we got all the lights around walking in. My mother's like, "Oh shit," You know what I mean? And I might just be in my drawers. You know what I mean? He's like, "You shrooming? Yeah, we're shrooming out." Yep. You know what I mean? Let me do me.
And Sam said, sit one. Jacobs, Kyren, Walker, Mostert.
Jacobs, Kyren, Walker, Mostert. It'd be Jacobs.
That's crazy, right?
I mean, it's well, I mean, are they gonna like out of nowhere be like, all right, let's give him 25 touches like we did every game last year? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're ramping him up.
It is the matchup to do it versus the Chargers. Chargers are going to figure out how to charger this game up to the Raiders. I think the Chargers and the Raiders are going to split 1-1 this year. Did they catch him with one early?
And like, because otherwise, like, if you told me that he's going to get like 20 touches against the Chargers, and
yeah, Jimmy G could be out. I mean, we still didn't hear about him practicing. It's still early in the week.
And I still like the Kyren play against Indy, man. Like they got like aggressive pass rush, so like the pass catching running back's gonna eat, and that he's like the third in targets on that team every week.
And Sam, just remember, do not take a Wednesday answer as a final answer. So you better be here throughout the week, homie.
Yeah, like Thursday night games with questions like that, we'll have some answers for that. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, these ones keep coming back because you know what I mean. I argue with myself on a lot of these all the time because I have all these players for sure.
And we got more news to come throughout the week that could change, anything. Because if Jimmy G doesn't play, I mean, the game plan is going to change a little bit.
Heavier on the run. Keep the ball. Keep Justin Herbert off the field.
I mean, should that not be like everybody's plan when they go to the Chargers? Especially when they suck at defending the run.
Yeah, they're kind of on paper right now. They're a funnel defense where you can't pass on them. But and they're going to be down Derwin James.
I mean, you can pass on them right now, though. They don't have J.C. Jackson.
Oh, they just gave up a gang of fucking yards to fucking Cousins too.
Hell yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
There goes that.
This is the way that the Chargers charger it up. A guy like J.C. Jackson, who they paid like $80 million to, is a fugitive from the law.
It really is a curse. And then they won't fire the obvious problem, Brandon Staley. You have a kid who, for some fucking reason, dreamt of being the Chargers quarterback as a child. This was his dream, and now it's a nightmare for the kid.
He's hella paid. And Peacock said, holding on to Burrow on a single QB, hope he balls out, and then selling high for an RB.
Yeah. QB, you know, the QB landscape's kind of hurt too. That's why, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a weird year.
Like, look at people's like, Watson's a bust. Then he balls out. They're like, yeah, I like Watson.
T-Law's a bust.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's gonna always be someone different.
Fields is bust. Like that is kind of crazy though, right? Like, okay, look, can we do that? What was the top consensus, right? 12, right? And like just ADP wise. No particular order, right?
I mean, how about we do go in like somewhat of an order? So
yeah, okay, Mahomes.
I mean, Mahomes for sure.
And then now in no particular order for me, it's like
Or how about we just go with the next three? Herbert, not Herbert, sorry.
Allen, Burrow.
Allen and Burrow were like the next consensus three for the longest time.
Yep.
And I mean, Mahomes, he's number 3 right now. Hurts, he's number 2, 4, 6, 7 right now. Allen's number 9, and we already know what's happening with Burrow.
Yeah. Okay. And then it was like Herbert and like Lamar and Lawrence in this next, and Fields even in this next tier.
Yeah, Herbert's number 2. I mean, Herbert was the value play for sure.
Because he was coming off the injury. Otherwise, he would have been like a top 3 guy for sure.
Yeah, Lamar. I mean, he's just right outside the top 12. It looks like he is 12. He is 12.
Because the injured year for Justin Herbert still was QB6. That's crazy.
Yeah. And and then after that, you know, we had T-Law somewhere in the mix, and it was like T-Law, Watson, Cousins, Tua, Goff. Like those were kind of like the
Dak was in the mix.
Dak for sure. Yeah, it's probably like Goff was farther down, and Dak was probably amongst those guys.
Yeah, Cousins even farther down too. Like before like Goff and them. You know what I mean?
Cousins,
like Goff, Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying?
Cousins is number 1. Tua's number 4. Watson's number 11. Fuck Dak. I mean, you got to go pretty far down for Dak, right?
God damn it, Dak! Fucking Dak Prescott.
And yeah, the sneaky guys, Jordan Love, Russell Wilson, a guy who we were saying is really great for where you were getting him. It doesn't look great, but I mean, he's
don't watch the games.
Yeah, he's
don't watch the games. It's dangerous.
He's QB6, right?
Let's go.
Goff is QB8. So I mean, as bad as he's been, he's still QB8.
Give me the Brock. Give me the Brock.
Mac Jones, someone who everybody was off of. I mean, he's going as like late 20s QB a lot of times, and he is QB10 as of right now.
Where's the Brock?
The Brock is 13, 14, QB15 right now. High end QB2.
That's where when people ask me where you think he finished, I said between 14 and like 17.
Yeah.
Look at that.
High to mid-level QB2.
Yeah.
And Gino and Stroud, those are the guys who are right outside the top 12. I think the guy who is impressing is Stroud, because a lot of people were on Anthony Richardson like crazy. A lot of people were on Bryce Young over CJ Stroud. I think he was like probably the consensus 3rd rookie QB in redraft.
You know what's funny is, for me, if you just remove the names and just like, okay, mobile QB, can't throw the ball, don't want him. Little guy, don't want him. And then prototypical guy, like build wise, pocket passer, like, okay, I'll take that guy. And then I was Stroud.
Yeah.
Like if I was going to look at one in redraft, because I don't have any of them in any redraft.
Yeah. All right. Don't forget, guys, support the show by leaving a super chat. I just put in the links of where you can go do that at. Let's see what other questions we got in here. Triple X Lex said drop Kendre Miller, Gainwell, or Charbonnet for Deontay Johnson, Jamal Williams, or Downs. I mean, I'd drop Charbonnet or Gainwell for Deontay Johnson.
Yep. And then I might even try to snatch up Downs, because even when it was Anthony Richardson, like he was getting some pepper action there.
Yeah. And what up, Chris? Chris said start Dell, Kamara, or Flowers. Half PPR. I think I'm gonna start Tank Dell. Don't take a Wednesday answer as a final answer.
It'd be Tank Dell right now. I want to get the practice reports on Kamara, and if they just tell me like, oh, he's out there looking good and this and that, I might buy into it. So yeah, we're gonna get the official practice reports first of the week comes today. So tune in to FNT.
Derek said, any update on Ayuk's shoulder? Nothing official. We don't have any practice reports yet.
Didn't they say he was limited on Monday?
Oh, I don't know. And Dave said, would you accept a trade in a standard dynasty league, Addison for Purdy? So I'm desperate for QB right now. I got Pesos. Yep. Yeah, I would do that.
And Pesos is a good play this week against Seahawks.
Jeff, what up? He said, need an RB and a flex. Swift, Cook, Flowers, Thielen, Pickens. I'm going Pickens.
If the Red Rocket starts for Carolina, I'll flex Thielen.
All right. Shout out to I'm assuming this is Triple X Lex. Shout out to Triple X Lex for the super chat. You the man.
Hell yeah. What's he talking about?
Let me see. I think we might have already answered his question. I don't even see another one in there. I think that was just him showing love. And
nice. Shout out to Triple X.
Yeah, I'm not sitting James Cook. And who do the Eagles play? Commanders. Man, I might almost just play Swift. It looks like he's the guy. I might want to ride that train while it's
and then flex what's his name? Thielen or Pickens? Or that was the last one.
No, yeah, those are the two. I mean, those are the two that I think I would do, James Cook and Swift.
Yeah, and then like the flex, I would play Thielen if it's Andy Dalton starting.
And there we go. And Triple X Lex said the super chat system you've set up is awesome. Yeah.
QBs don't fare well against the Texans, man. This goes back to even before D'Amico Ryans was there.
Yeah.
It's the damnedest thing. Yeah, because you could run on them, but also now it's like, I don't know, it's just gonna be difficult.
You demand Triple X Lex. And the cool thing about it, I mean, I know it takes you away from YouTube when you have to go do that, but one thing that is super cool about it is when you leave a $2 super chat on YouTube, or at least when you did in the past and when you will in the future, they're taking like 50% of that. And this platform, the one where you just went to hustlersquares.com or 420superchat.com, sorry. And they're only taking about 5% of that. So more of that money actually goes back into the show doing it that way. All right, let's see. And what up, Zeb on Facebook? Oh, he hopped over to YouTube as well. He said, Guillotine League, Jefferson, Waddle, how much fab? Man, see, it's just all about how ballsy you want to get, because I'm all about like trying to hold off for like a couple weeks, but it all depends on how good or bad your team actually is.
Don't ask me. Spend it.
I mean if you want to get those guys, you have to spend it. I mean, Austin Eckler just went for $550.
He's not even playing right now.
So yeah, you got to spend it.
You might gotta spend it for some Jefferson, bro.
Draco said Purdy or Lamar this week. I'm leaning. It's crazy because I'm leaning Purdy.
Who's Lamar? Maybe it'll help if I know who the Ravens are playing.
The Browns. Like, is it going to be in the game plan for him to run it another 15 times? Like,
I mean, probably, because they're going to have some crazy pass rush coming at him all day. That line is so bad, and it's Myles Garrett. So you're right. This isn't just like a smash. I'm playing Lamar. there's always a chance that Purdy plays well and gets us in a position and we pound it in, and like that shit does happen.
Yeah.
Lamar is that. Lamar is like, if there's a touchdown being scored, it's by him on the ground or via air.
I'm still saying Purdy right now because I'm hella nervous, but never accept a Wednesday answer as a final answer.
Lamar's guys are all beat up too, though.
Yeah, I mean,
they're all beat up. His offensive line, his receivers.
Yeah.
Give me Purdy on Wednesday answer. Fuck it.
And Zeb said, fire up Jay Ford, Cook, or Dylan, if no Jones. I'm still on the Cook side. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a shootout game. He might get like 8-9 targets for a...
Tina said they're getting mad at me in the Wafers League for starting Dak over Cousins. Hey, I mean, if you don't want to try to get the high score, like, for the week, like, that's on you.
He might have forgot, maybe.
Oh, I don't know. Who knows?
I did that a lot in the waivers. I did that in in my single QB dynasty league. I left fucking David Montgomery in there, and I lost by less than a point, bro. So anyone I would have put in there.
Yeah.
Just forgot about that one.
And Brad said, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Giving up Ford and Amari Cooper for Jonathan Taylor too much? Hell yeah, it is. Ford should get you Jonathan Taylor damn near almost.
Yeah, a usable guy.
Some other usable piece.
The case to be made is like, hey, bro, you're giving me nothing right now. And then I don't even know if Jonathan Taylor's going to what's going on with him. Like, I'm taking the risk here. Here's Ford. You know what I mean? Bang.
And Derek said, what did Huss say? Just Purdy. Oh, my God. I mean, I've been saying Purdy. Look at his floor. He's got a floor of 200 yards and 1 touchdown. Like, that's not, like, amazing, but that's still, like, a solid floor for, like, any of these games. And
Lamar goes crazy, though.
He can. Yeah, exactly. It's just the Browns, man. Browns make me nervous.
Yeah, Browns have been good. Jim Schwartz, man.
Zeb said if the Vikings lose to Andy Dalton and Thielen, Panthers said I'm done. Oh, man. X-Killa, what up? He said, what about Lamar or Danny Pesos? Man, see,
Lamar.
I feel like
Fucking A. Danny Pesos isn't a great bounce. The only time I say Danny Pesos is a start, he's a start. You know what I mean? Last time I said, okay, he's a start, it was Arizona. He was QB1 on the week. You know what I mean? And why do they keep putting Danny Dumbass in prime time? This is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Here's the Seahawks. They give up mad booty to opposing QBs, bro.
Yeah.
There's no run game to speak of, so he's probably going to get some yards on the ground. Like, that one's tough too, man. It's crazy.
It's not that tough. We're playing the matchup, Danny Pesos, as of now. It's Wednesday, so you better make sure you come back throughout the week because things could change. Tino said, why take out an undefeated QB, Dakota Prescott?
He's not undefeated, though. They just lost to the Cardinals. Reality.
Yeah, he's talking about undefeated on his team.
Yeah,
yeah, you do what you got to do. I'm just going to keep putting in the best lineup that I think is going to help me compete for high score on the week because I want more wafer swag. And Zeb said saw Jack Johnson, the Doobie Brothers, Midland, and Brad Paisley over the weekend. Man, country beach is crazy. Whew. All right. It was a good break in the action right there. We caught up to all the questions and everything. 2.5 hours in. I like it. I like being 2.5 hours in. It's only 9:30. I got like so much more time to accomplish stuff now. All right.
Yeah. And it's Wednesday. We don't have to do no waivers and all like that. We're chilling.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll go subscribe to the podcast if you haven't. Even if you don't listen to audio podcasts, go do it to support your boys. Go be like Tino and leave us a 5-star review. Let me read off Tino's review because we need to show love to people who go leave us like cool reviews. Hold on.
Shout out to my birthday twin.
Where the hell?
Motherfucker. Well written.
Let me see. Where are we? Why? Oh, there you go. All right, there we go. Let's find the reviews. Where is it? Here we go. From our man Tino. If you're tired of the same old fantasy football podcast, the 420 Fantasy Football will take you on a journey to a whole new level, or should I say a higher level. This show has combined two of the life's greatest pleasures, fantasy football, and well, you know what 420 stands for. And he said, picture this, a group of stoned wizards analyzing player stats and strategizing lineups while discussing the meaning of life and the universe. It's like watching Gandalf and Snoop Dogg tackle the gridiron together. Hosts are so laid back that they once drafted a garden gnome as their starting quarterback, and somehow it worked.
I did it. It was me. I was proving hard that day. I was like, give me the garden gnome.
And he said, or maybe they were just seeing things. He said, expect mind-bending insights like, dude, what if the goalposts are actually giant Pringles?
I'm just saying, like, how many Pringles can they stack in there then, bro?
If you're looking for expert advice on player picks, then you've got it covered with their crystal ball of indica. And in conclusion, 420 Fantasy Football isn't just a podcast. It's a trip through the enhanced forest of fantasy football, where touchdowns and touchdowns go hand in hand. So whether you're a seasoned fantasy football player or just someone who enjoys a good laugh, the occasional herbal refreshment, give this podcast a listen. You won't regret it.
Nice.
Tino, you are the man.
You made me cry right there, bro. How do we follow that?
And Tino's laughing. He said, LOL, my review. So stoned. Were you on the gooms at that point, Tino, on the shrooms?
I think he just woke up in the middle of the night. He's like,
Tino said, don't show the crystal ball of indica Huss. I know. They're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. Terrell said the stoned wizards. And Derek's laughing over there. Hell yeah. Nice review. Hell yeah. So get over there and I will I'll even throw in the links for you guys to make it a little bit easier so you don't even have to think. We'll throw in Spotify and we'll throw in Apple.
Tino's about to make me cry right there, man.
Tino, you're the man.
Peacock, I want all of that on a shirt.
Good luck. You might need to use the front and the back.
The tall tees. They ain't ready for tall tees and be like, why is Bogey wearing a dress? Oh no, read the paragraph.
And it's reviews like that who's gonna get people, like every review matters for sure. And if people actually read reviews, that's like the top review,
Like Golly.
It's the most
I'm
recent one.
Give this a shot.
Like, what if someone just read Tino's and just followed right then because of it? I have seen that. Okay, September 14th.
Okay,
was when this happened.
Okay, I don't know where I was that day. I thought you were interrogating.
We've seen a crazy increase and spike in downloads. I know this month, and I think a lot of it kind of stemmed from even around there.
He made the phone call.
Yeah.
Like when I write a review,
we're gonna move. We're gonna move things.
Things are shaking.
And let me see. Did I throw them both in there? I threw them both in there. And you know what? Let me see. While we're
and we will read your reviews. If we can get enough reviews, we'll make it a segment. That should be funny.
I mean, there's 67 reviews over here. There's the one before that was from Jimmy Blow. Great place to hang out and talk football. You guys are always doing your thing on the stream. We appreciate the work you put into the content every day. Best fantasy content around.
Thanks, Joe Blow.
This is Ananda Houston. Best fantasy content, news/content. Hustler won me multiple leagues. A true fantasy genius who actually puts in the work and research. Funny and informative, entertaining, all in one podcast.
Bong.
So those are the three from this year. We got
another satisfied customer.
We got a bunch from previous years. And Marty said, I think I left 5 stars and a review. Okay, perfect. So Apple, it takes like 2 or 3 days because Apple makes sure there's no crazy kind of shit in the review, because there are reviews that'll get flagged if it's like someone just talking like mad shit. So it takes a couple days.
This fucking guy on the shrooms, he told me George Kittle over Mark Andrews. You remember that guy? I was like, oh, yeah?
Prove it.
Prove it. He
He
comes
got
back.
the exact time of the exact.
You go to fucking an hour and 17 minutes in. It's me. Listen. Why do you have two tight ends? Fuck, man, fuck that. Play George Kittle. Fuck Mark Andrews. I was like, see, that wasn't even me. That was clearly Luigi.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It was Wednesday playmakers. Like, yeah, that was Luigi.
You asked me a question on a Wednesday. I was hammered off Tito's and mushrooms. Get the fuck out of here. Smoking a backwood. Fuck out of here. Like in that thing. Cup in hand, backwood.
The other links that I posted are for the Silver Screen Breakdowns podcast. We need more love over there on the Silver Screen Breakdowns podcast. Help us get more reviews over there because we want more people to find it. And we've been going hard in the paint with the Silver Screen Breakdowns. I think we're on a 6-month tear of, pretty much every single week. I mean, maybe there's 2 weeks out of these 6 months that maybe we skipped.
You guys definitely haven't missed any. Maybe 1 or 2. I missed a gang of them.
Well, I'm just talking as a team. We're a team.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm glad we had Nelly on board because you know what I'm saying that what I mean the show keeps going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah. And Tino said I'm fired up for Ready Player One. Hell yeah.
Hey, where's it at? Where can I watch it at?
So it might be one. It might be one of those ones you might have to rent.
Okay.
I ended up buying it. It was only $5 from Amazon. It was a 1-day delivery, so I just bought it because that one is worth a buy for $5 for sure. If we could do a $5, shopping bin on Amazon for Ready Player One, I'm doing it. And
I'll just buy it on Amazon digitally. Fuck it.
Yeah, I almost did that too. I still like having the physical copies though. I still like building up on this collection.
It's funny because my girl still tried to hold on to our collection and then but the baby just thrashed it.
Yeah.
It's thrashed.
Yeah.
So I just just throw. I'm like, well, what are you gonna do with it all now? Motherfucking discs is out. All the box sets are all. I'm like, she thrashed it.
Zeb said 32-man league, Big Mo Alley Cox or B Strange. I mean, it's definitely not B Strange.
What is Strange?
Even done anything? Is even taking snaps? And Dion said, "How y'all doing in the best ball?" Said, "I'm 3-0 in 4 out of the 8 and 2-1 in 3. You're killing it, bro."
Oh, and by the way, Strange wasn't my answer on that one. It was the other guy. It was Mo, big old swinging Mo Alley.
So in my best ball teams, I am 110 wins, 111 losses, and 1 tie. No fucking idea how that tie got mixed in, but it was this week, and I saw it. Super annoyed, man. Super annoyed.
Yeah, and I had
down to the double-digit decimals and everything.
I did well in Dynasty this week. Redraft. Hold on. It sucks that a lot of my joints in redraft either went to. I have one team that went to 0-3, and then all my 2-0 teams fell.
Yeah.
All of them fell to 2-1.
Yeah,
in my redrafts.
Crazy. And Ryan said, "Hey, bro, what NFL team should I pick for elimination board this week?"
Let's see. Pick a team, right? That's gonna win. Let's go with.
I
would pick the Broncos. When would you ever feel comfortable picking the Broncos?
Right.
They're playing the Bears. I feel like they're gonna win this.
Who's off the table? Because I
there you go. That'll help.
Because I love the Eagles over the Commanders.
Yep. I think that feels like a gimme.
Because at this point, now going into week 4, there is a fine line of getting cute, and just stacking the wins. Because
but when
a lot of people are going to eliminate.
What happens when you have to use the Broncos?
Well, you may never have to use the Broncos. Just depends on how many weeks it actually goes, how many people are left in it, type thing.
Yeah, but you can only pick a team once, right? So yeah. I guess you might never have to use them. I guess.
Because what if more than half the teams are already eliminated and it's week
pick
3,
the Eagles,
But that's always, so many factors come into those elimination because you got to play. It's almost like you got to play the pool just as much as you're playing just your team pick 'em. And hell yeah, Peacock said October steadily approaching horror flicks. Hell yeah. And we're starting that off with Freddy versus Jason. And this is going to be good because we get to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th a little bit. And we get to talk about the new school. I mean, what was the last? I mean, I'll do the research before, but do you remember offhand, like, when was the last Friday the 13th and when was the last Nightmare on Elm Street? Nightmare on Elm Street, what, 92, 93? What was that?
My last bad mushroom trip. I don't know.
You said that you liked the last Nightmare, right?
The last one they did was like, I think 10, maybe 13 years ago. They redid it.
Well, no. But I'm talking about like before Freddy versus Jason.
I think it was New Nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was dope.
Yeah.
1995 or something like that. Yeah. Because they kind of they took the real actress and they had her playing herself, and she had it was the little snarky kid from Full House.
Yeah.
He played the son. Yeah, Aaron.
Yeah.
He played the son, but he was so good in that movie because he's so scared.
Yeah.
He's so fucking scared.
Oh yeah.
But it was a trip. It was nice. Wes Craven was in it playing himself. And then Freddy comes into the real world.
It's crazy because kids like him and like even Stephanie Tanner and all that, I mean, they're acting and like having like full-time acting roles at like 4 and 5 years old. It's kind of insane.
I mean, she was doing Blow at fucking like 11.
10 or 11. I mean, shit, she's already lived, man. I mean, that's like, fuck, she's been a full-time actress for what, like 6-7 years at that point.
Doing Mad Blow. Her, Kimmy Gibbler,
Danny Tanner,
Bob Saget.
Oh man, the good old days.
It's funny because it's true.
And let's see. And Tino said, listen to the audiobook, Huss. There's more things in the book, not in the movie. Oh yeah, you told me about that. Man, it's like so hard to like. I mean, I guess it's not hard. I listen to podcasts.
The audiobook was like, yeah, you'll knock that out in like fucking a couple hours. It'll have the length on it. Pause. It'll be like 4 hours or 5 hours or whatever. Fuck. Those are so dope though, because it's a whole production. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Throw them headphones on, you're immersed.
We're gonna look into it. And Peacock said, moving forward with Musgrave as my tight end and redraft. Can't believe I'm resorted to using a rookie. Yeah, everyone else.
I know. I mean, Tino tried to tell us.
Yeah,
and he was telling us about those three: Musgrave, Sam Laporta, Kincaid, and Musgrave.
Man, I hope Musgrave doesn't hurt you on a Thursday night.
I mean, he's playing against Detroit.
Massive booty to the tight end.
Yeah, let's see. What's the snaps and the targets been looking like for a young Musgrave? I mean, because I tried to grab him in a couple of leagues and I didn't get him in a couple of redrafts.
Yeah, he's the guy. They just don't even have anyone else over there.
Come on, Logan Thomas, clear concussion protocol.
And it's Matt Merck said, y'all want to do a start sit for me this week? Well, I mean, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Throw the question in because we're only going to be here for a couple.
You know what? You're in the right place.
Yeah, you come to the right place, my friend. And Hanson said, should I trade B-Rob and Tank for Alvin Kamara? No.
Nah. Rather have B-Rob and Tank.
And Bob Dude said, what's a good wide receiver to trade for? Justin Jefferson.
Jamar Chase and realistically, just not to be sarcastic, like I'd say T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley.
Brandon Ayuk.
Yep. Calvin Ridley, Brandon Ayuk. If you want to go down to lower on maybe if you're a little budget shopping, I'm pretty sure that Deontay Johnson guy might need something that he could actually use right now. And this is if you're in a winning situation, right? Like you say you're 3-0 right now. I might go shop for something I can stash away.
Yeah.
Stash a little Deontay Johnson on the side. You know what I mean?
And it's our friend. Made it back. He said, time to drop Josh Kelly for Tajay Spears. It's time to drop Josh Kelly. I mean, I don't know. Spears is whatever.
Spears dominated the snaps, but Henry got all the touches. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it does not make sense.
And they didn't do anything with it.
No,
I don't want anything on that offense. Even Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's like, if I could buy low on Derrick Henry right now and have him as a flex, I'd be like, ugh, look at my flex, Derrick Henry.
And Zeb said Halloween coming up, Disney on Shrooms, trippy. Yeah, make sure you come back, Zeb. Saturday morning, we're doing the Disney Plus. Sunday morning. Yeah, not Saturday morning. No one will be here. Sunday morning.
We'll be here Saturday morning.
Football
More
watch.
likely.
Yeah, not at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh no, fuck no. might go in deep on Friday. It was Ready Player One.
Damn it, Tina said it's like 6 hours long. Huss, not that long. Oh man.
Yeah, but see, you can knock that out in 2 days.
Yeah, I know.
Because I almost want you to do it so you can have all the cool little isms.
All right, we're gonna look into this shit.
If you go on audible.com, I'm pretty sure they still have the thing where they the first time you sign up, they give you a free download, a free book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like I remember like this is like 13 years ago, it was 2010, because that's when I first discovered. I was like, what? They got audiobooks things? And I saw it was a commercial, right? The audible.com or whatever the fuck. I'm like, oh, sick. And then like I got the free one. Then I was like, boom, I went on my girl shit, got a free one over there. Then I was like, I started making up joints. And then like within that year, it's like I tried to do it again. They're like, oh, I gotta put a credit card now. I'm like, fuck it. I have to. You know what I mean? Have to have audiobooks are the shit.
Tina said, Peacock said Halloween Lost Gem is the Monster Squad. Never heard of it.
Which one? The I was something in the night, something, right? That one? The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. Is that the one you're talking about?
I don't know.
The Monster Mash. Oh, and he said Monster Ball?
Monster Squad.
Monster Squad.
Tina said they put a Ghostbuster logo on the DeLorean to get scarier. That's cool. And it's Mark's.
Some Ninja Turtles driving it, and you're just like, whoa, 80s.
Oh, all right. I guess we got to do everything here. So the 2 QBs, 2 running backs, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex, and a tight end. So his QBs are Allen, Tua, and Stroud.
Allen and Tua.
Easy.
In a fucking shootout. Hopefully.
Running backs, Kyren, Gibbs, Moss, Stevenson, Algier. Kyren.
And we have to pick 2?
Yeah.
Damn. Stevenson and Kyren, kind of.
Yeah, I'm going to do that also.
Yeah, I like that.
Wide receiver, Hill.
Isn't it weird that I couldn't get off that Moss play a little bit? I had to think about it a little bit because Moss been getting to work, but then like they do have, if it's, you know what, Stevenson and who did I say?
Kyren.
Yeah.
And then 2 wide receivers out of Hill, Diggs, Puka, Waddle, and Downs. I mean, we got 2 flexes to play with, so we're throwing Hill and Diggs in there.
And then Puka in the flex.
Oh, wait, and where the hell's the tight ends? He didn't even put any tight ends in.
Yeah, Hill, Diggs, and then Puka in the flex.
Well, there's 2 flexes. Okay. So out of Gibbs, Moss, Algier, Puka, Waddle, Downs,
Puka
Elijah,
Waddle.
Palmer.
Puka and Waddle. If Waddle doesn't go, you play Palmer.
Yep, I'm with it. And he says he has Henry at tight end. Well, yeah, you just play Henry at tight end. I don't know the other tight ends. No, it wasn't as hard. It wasn't that hard.
Oh, nailed that one. He has a good team.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to be invested in one game. Yeah, I can go all wrong, but you have all the guys that you want in those games. You know what I mean? That all the Dolphins and all the Bills you can get.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Right. Waddle, he is pacing, I'm assuming, to clear that protocol.
And Killa said traded Stevenson and Pickens for Waddle. Thoughts?
I like it.
Yeah, I want Waddle.
Yep.
Damn it. Tina said, my bad. I just Googled it. It's like 16 hours. Oh, my gosh. He said, but it's really good, though.
I'm sure. Me, I'm pretty sure my birthday tune is the same way as like, bruh, I'll be on that shit. And then like, it might go like a little past. And I'm fuck, I got to rewind this shit. Like, I can't miss nothing, bruh.
Yeah.
They're so good. Like the Star Wars joints had me addicted, bruh, because there were so many.
Yeah.
And then after like, okay, then I started like listening to like the audiobook versions of like the actual movies, because the novelizations are different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of like the movies. Yeah, and the shit was fucking dope.
Sinet, I think, said just offered Ingram and Mike Evans for Brees Hall, Mark Andrews. Running backs are Swift, Eckler, Stevenson. So kind of need a wide receiver.
Eckler, flip Eckler. Then you can actually get something, get a big fish. Is that crazy?
Yeah. I mean,
You know what else is crazy too? I don't think anyone wants Eckler back if we has Keenan Allen.
Nah.
I think that will take away a little bit too. And I don't think Eckler comes back anytime soon. Hey, say I'm wrong. Still though, there's someone who believes he's coming back and that'll pay up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. El Lucero said full PPR, 2 flex, 10-man. Geno and Fields, Barkley, Walker, Connor, Ford, Gus, Herbert, Olave, Godwin, Lockett, Ridley, Woods, Reynolds, JSN, Kelsey, and Ertz. Said 3-0. What are you doing moving forward? You just keep continuing.
Trying to tear up.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to make a move, if not, you just keep playing the right start sits. Baby's waking up.
Well, almost, about time to wrap this up anyways.
She's going back to sleep, but let's see.
And Tina said, yeah, bro, I hate books. I've been getting into audio books for like 5 years.
Yeah, for real though, because if I read a book, bro, my mind goes elsewhere, bro.
Yeah, so that's what's
like I like the audio. I mean, maybe it's because my life in the studio, the audiobooks were just magic to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're done so well too. And I like someone else. I like someone else reading to me. Like fucking the motherfuckers be like if I had a book, I want Morgan Freeman to read my shit, bro. Or anybody English or British or Australian.
Dylan said trade away Tank Dell for Flowers or Rashad White, considering my roster. I'm already just saying no. I want Tank Dell over both of those guys.
If you're running back needy, I bet you can get a bigger fish with Tank Dell right now.
Yeah.
So if I was going to do that, I don't want Rashad White. I'm not a Rashad White guy too, so.
And X-Killer said, how do you think the connection between Winston and Olave going to look? I mean, it looked good last year in short spurts before you got hurt.
A lot of air yards. So, you know what I mean? I say air yards because like Jameis Winston's not accurate at all down the field, but he takes massive shots. Like he's a gunslinger. He's the rootinest, tootinest. He's the pick six president. But they're probably going to try to like manage the game. So I actually like Kamara in his first game back. I think he has a floor of targets here. I mean, I think he's better for that offense because he's also not timid like Carr is. Carr's a timid motherfucker. The only thing I don't like about that offense in general, no matter who the starting QB is that they put Taysom Hill in there enough. And I'm still going to be of the mindset that like, why do you take a quarterback out of his rhythm to put in some fucking wildcat like trickery guy? I just always think that just hurts an offense in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Gino said, bro, someone reading to you is so relaxing.
It is, right? Especially when they have like a sultry voice. Like Peacock. Peacock could read. He could read my book. Peacock. He'd be like, this is the memoirs of Bogard, Scott Free. Heck, hell of a dude, right? He just always throws in his little ad libs. Chapter 1.
It'd be funny if someone was just reading it live, recording it, but they didn't read it, didn't know you or anything, and they're just reacting to what they're reading.
That would be tight. No. Here's the most ignorant idea I had on the mushrooms one time. It was like, we should do the show we're doing like all the time, right? But in another box, there's two guys. They're doing commentary on the show. They're calling the show.
Yeah,
that'd be annoying, right?
I mean, I'm sure, but between both of us, we can have a whole podcast just about like, stories that we're okay telling from our past that are just real interesting.
Yes, but we will change the names to protect the innocent.
Or are they?
Till proven guilty. Statute of limitation, we can talk about it. Fuck that shit. I'm writing the memoirs. Chapter 1.
Fuck. Man, that was good. The wafer swirls.
Nice.
So tasty.
Yabba dabba do.
All right.
Yeah, go back to sleep too. But I'm down to get out of here. I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. All right. We're rocking for 3 hours. Let's do it. Real morning show.
Yeah. I always wanted my own show like Howard Stern, bro.
Let's see. Two more question comments. Fearless said just picked up A-Chain and I'm playing them this week.
There you go.
Damn right.
Can't stop you.
Damn right.
Who would?
Don't even ask a question about
I was
A-Chain.
in your shoes, probably do the same. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, well, don't even ask questions about A-Chain this week. You just figure out how to put them in.
And listen, by hook or crook, he's got to get it for us.
And
we need it.
El Lucero said Moss or White. As of right now, Moss.
Who the Buccaneers playing? Oh, they're playing yeah. I'll play White.
There we go.
It's just you know what's crazy? Anthony Richardson does take away.
Yeah, he's practicing. He's practicing. And Peacock said, well, Huss do another dab. Will Bogard ever get out of the Matrix? Find out next time.
I'll tell you this much. I'm never getting out, man.
All right. And Manny, what up? You got in here just in time. We're getting out of here, but we'll be back in about 3 hours for fantasy news today.
Big news week.
Yeah, big news day for sure. All starts here. Go subscribe to the podcast again if you haven't. Fantasy Football Hustler and Silver Screen Breakdowns. Make sure you go to fantasyfootballhustler.com and you can get to all the different links. Minnesota Viking Queen, what up? She said, have a great day. Thanks for entertaining me at work. Appreciate you.
All hail the Viking Queen.
Bick said, who's the guy in the luxury box with Taylor Swift? Dennis Rodman? Was he? I didn't even see who was in the suite with her.
If Taylor Swift is kicking it with Dennis Rodman and banging Travis Kelce, but I listen, I'll buy her a drink when I say, listen, you do your thing, girl. You know what I mean? Rodman's in the mix with them. They're full weirdos. This is real Hollywood now, huh? It's the three of them.
It's Matt Merck said Moss has played every snap, though. I mean, that's why I said Moss, but it's we never know with Anthony Richardson coming back. We gotta.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I mean, listen, if you're looking for the confirmation bias, if you're feeling Moss, you know what I mean, Huss is on that play too. That's what makes this show great. We got a dynamic here. You know what I mean? I like Rashad White for the pass rush that's coming at them, and he should get some nice little floor targets here. Otherwise, I don't trust neither of them.
Yeah, they're both.
Fuck them both.
They're both flex guys, no matter what they've done so far.
Fringe.
All right, we're getting up out of here. Bogey, sign us off.
Universe gave me money. There it is. That's always a good one.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the